not put the camera down there, please. Anyone here? Anyone here? Anyone home? Okay. I'm going to keep walking, see what happens. It's Sunday afternoon. There's people here. There are people here. Who's that? Who is here? Let me see. Remember, in this daylight, I can't always see the names, but I can't see the comments. So, good afternoon, everybody who's here up to now. Now, I'm hoping to put a few things right because the other day, when I did a stream from this area, it was a bit crap, really, simply because. Well, there's all kinds of gremlins. I pushed buttons that I shouldn't have pushed. It even went black and white at one point. Let me see, can I see the screen there? Big up, steady. Okay, nice to hear from you all. Like I said, I can't see the names in this sunlight. Who's that? Hi Ed, how's the trip going? It's going okay, it's going brilliant, you know. Not a rocket to the moon, but it isn't bad. So Asdi, hope you're having a good time. Okay, thank you. What's that? Mo Fanny, not Mo Fanny Ed, what the hell kind of name is that? Hope you're doing okay on your trip. Okay, fun. I'm gonna have a little walk through here, okay? I'm gonna show you the nightlife, the banging nightlife, so banging I can bloody hear it from my hotel room right throughout the night. But it's on the beach here. I'm gonna show you this. There you go. This here is called the Princess. You can see the name over there. It's called the Princess. And it is a big beach nightclub sort of complex. So let me see if I can walk through here. Now, the night time, all through the night, this place is banging. It's rocking and rolling. There's people sitting out there. There's plenty of people there. And it goes right on the beach. It goes right on the beach. Now, here, it's called Princess, this place. Here, you know, in the middle there, you have these lovely exotic dancers who are dancing and you know, in thongs and really, really sexy stuff. Really, really sexy stuff. Lovely stuff. So, if you like that sort of thing, it's a nice gaff. I sat here the other night, had a couple of beers, about 16 each. I'm going to have a little walk now anyway. Have a little walk. I don't know if that's security coming over there. I wonder what I'm doing with the camera. But anyway, just to let you know that if you want to sit there at a night time close to the beach and you want to see lots of lovely, sexy Romanian chicks dancing wearing basques and lovely, lovely bums, then that's the place. You get them in Bucharest as well. See, there it is. Not a bad little gaff. So I've shown you something anyway. So we're going to have a little wander down the beach here anyway. A little teensy-weensy wander down the beach. And let's hope that it doesn't go all black and white this time. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera towards me. Okay, I'm going to walk down to the beach. Probably very, very briefly, to be honest with you. And there is a reason for that. I'm going to try and be as discreet as I possibly can be. So if you look at the size of this beach here, there's the cable cars over there. You look at the size of this beach, it's bloody huge. Jesus, but it's all concentrated at that end. You know, obviously people want to go in the sea. So this is the Black Sea, you know, it's not the Mediterranean, it's not Thailand, it's, you know, but so it's still got the feeling of, I don't know, it's still got the feeling of communism by the sea. This is where the Russians used to come for their holidays, isn't it? And it's a little bit blustery now. Now, I'm in the resort of Mamia. Excuse me, by the way, if I appear to be ignoring people, I'm not. It's simply because I can't really see the screen right now. But what it is, um, this is very, very much a family resort, Mamia, and I think that all of these places down here, I think they're all probably family resorts. If you see overnight, there's a lot of families around of a night time. I mean, I thought it was all going to be, full of ladies, beautiful ladies with bikinis on and all that kind of stuff. But there is an awful lot of families. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to go down the beach and point the camera down it, but I have to be careful. I have to be careful, and the reason that I'm a little bit reluctant, I mean, guys want to see the beach, you want to see the water. This is the Black Sea coast, you want to see what it's all about. But I don't, I've got to avoid trying to film families. I don't want to be filming families, especially kids. I do not want to be filming, I don't want to be filming families with kids, definitely not. I'll try and avoid that. So I want to show you the beach, but I'm going to have to try and be a little bit subtle as well, So just a little look along the beach and then go somewhere else. Hello. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely got a very, very extremely different vibe than a Mediterranean resort. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like a Mediterranean resort. I mean, they somehow seem, warmer and more carefree and very, very whatever. I'll turn the camera around now. I'll get back to the chat pretty soon, okay? I'll get back to the chat pretty soon. There you go. I'm just going to go down here and have a little look. But remember, I have to be careful. I do have to be subtle. I don't want to be filming families. If there was an adult resort down here with no families or any children or anything like that, then I'd go to that one. But I don't think there is. I think they're all very, very. I think they're all very family orientated down here. I think they're all very family orientated. There you go. There's the sea. There's the Black Sea, and hopefully it isn't in black and white this time like it was the other day. It looks nice. It looks a bit rough, really. That looks very, very, very rough there. It does look a bit rough. It's nice and blue though, isn't it? I can see the blueness in that. Lovely stuff. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. Okay, hello. How are you? Can I just get through there, love? Yeah, thank you. Okay, so anyway, can we get a bit of shade here? Show us the local talent. I'd love to show you the local talent, but there's not that much of that. Well, there probably is. There probably is a lot of local talent on the beach, but the fact is, it's, there's also a lot of families here which you don't want to be filming. I thought the sea was going to be black, hence the name. No. Looks grand. Romania is rough, for sure. What town are you in? I'm in the town of Mamia, which is close to Constanta on the Black Sea coast. Long way to the sea. Ed, the red t-shirt makes you look similar. Well, thanks for that. Someone said, who is that? Is that Spitz Energy? Hello from Chiang Mai, Steady. Nice to hear from you, mate. How about that? There is such a... Well, anyway, you're looking at the Black Sea now, okay? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a little walk along here. Remember, I've got to be discreet. I might have to point the camera at me. I might have to point the camera at me because I don't want to be filming families or anything like that. I'm going to turn this around. Okay, there we go. Have a little walk along here. So, you look at the sand here, it's not really golden sand, is it? Not really. There are some nice chickadees down there, but a lot of them are guys, you know. So it's not really the ideal place for the single man. If there was a place down here on the Black Sea for the single man, you know, loads of then I'd go there, but I don't think it is. It just doesn't seem that way to me right now. Doesn't seem that way to me right now at all. Not really. Let me have a little look at the chat. Let's see. You have to live like, looks okay, Eddie, okay? Can't wait. Also the Dead Sea. No, I don't want to go to the Dead Sea. Hi Ed, I'm still in Antalya, mate, loving it. Is that, yeah, okay, well you have a great time, mate. You have a great time. Those Turkish, one thing about those Turkish resorts, they're more geared up for tourism than somewhere like this. Yeah, look, there's the guys on the rescue machines there. Okay, so I'm having a little walk along here, minding my own business. I'll turn the camera around when I think it's safe to do so. So I have to say, those of you who watched that stream the other day, I'm going to make my way back to that bar, simply because that Bergen beer was the best cold beer that I've tasted up to now. I've been in various other places looking for that Bergen beer, but I just couldn't find it. I just couldn't find it anywhere. That's the only place that I've come across, and yo, here we go. Okay, whoa, look at the water there. Rough stuff. Let me just get through here. Oh my God almighty. Oh my God almighty. Hello. There you go. Can you see me there? Okay, there you go. Let me see, what is on the chat there? I'm still in Antalya. Who was this? Somebody sent me a super chat. I can't see your name, man. I can't actually see your name. But thank you for that super chat. I will get back to you anyway later. Cheers for that anyway, mate. So have a little walk along here. So obviously this is Sunday. This is Sunday afternoon. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. And look at that sail there. Doesn't that look lovely? Doesn't that look beautiful? Eh? Beautiful stuff, beautiful. It looks a bit rough. I actually prefer swimming in islands. You know, islands are better, aren't they? Islands are better, simply because the water's nicer. So I'm not hearing anyone complaining about black and white photography here anyway. At least I've managed to get this in colour. There's the plane going up there. Whoa! There's the plane. Advertising something or other. So if I can just get under here, I might catch you up with the chat, see what's going on. Oh, well. Just want to see what's going on with the chat here. Okay, thank you for that super chat. Big ups, Ed, keep it up, yeah. Sean Traveller, I think it says Sean Traveller who sent that super chat. Thank you for that, my friend. Thank you. And someone else sent me a super chat as well. Who's that? Michael Lee. $20 US. Big thank you to Michael Lee. Thank you, my friend. That's really, really kind of you anyway. So, you know, $20 super chat. I really appreciate that. I'll have a beer. I'll have a couple of beers with that. Don't worry. Now, Like I say, I'm down here on the beach in the Black Sea. I can't see the chat very well because the light's shining on there. Who's this? Someone said, crazy thing, hundreds of miles from your location, there's a war going on. Okay. Get to Varna Vesh while you were there, you won't regret it. No, I'm not, I'm too laid back. I've got about another 10 days and I want to spend the last 5 days in Bucharest because there's more going on there. So I'm relaxed here down by the Black Sea, but it's not a rocket to the moon here. I actually preferred the Transylvanian towns I went to. This is a beach, it's a beach, but I don't really know what I can do with the beach. I mean, I don't really go swimming in beaches. I can swim, but I prefer to swim in islands. Someone's, you know, is the sea warm as it? Well, I haven't been in there yet. Plenty of 20-stone women on that beach. It's funny. Everyone, yeah, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna, and there's another little old super chat for me. Who's that? Anthony, who is that? Anthony Chichin, £10. Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. £10, that's really, really kind of you. So thanks for the super chats, guys. I do appreciate it. When I get in a sensible location, I'm gonna respond more to the chats anyway. Someone said, have you reviewed the room yet? No, I'll tell you what, I'm going to review the room after I've left there. If I review it while I'm there, and it gets back to them, I don't really like it very much. I've got to tell you that the hotels that I'm staying in all tend to be apartment sort of places. They're all apartments, and you know, they don't really have a, although funny enough, this one does actually have a reception during the day. Oh, like, there you go, there's girls there, there you go. Girls, let's have a little look over there. So this is going okay here. I'm walking around here. I'm trying not to cause offence to anybody. Yo, let me see now. See, it looks nice, it's cozy. It depends if you really are a beach lover or not. I mean, I love beaches, but you know, I love a walk along a beach. But then again, it's what do you actually do with the beach? I mean, I'm certainly not one to just, one thing I never ever do is what all of these people here are doing. Just lie around the beach all day, getting the suntan. I certainly do not do that. I don't do anything like that. Definitely not. I find that a bit boring, to be honest with you. At least if I walk up and down the beach every day, then at least I'm getting a little bit of exercise, you know, burning off a few calories. So there's a lot more to the beach anyway. If you look down there, there's tons of it, absolutely tons of it. Oh, listen to that music. Just listen to that music. Thud, 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 thud. From the hotel where I'm staying, I can hear that right throughout the night. I can even hear it at 7 o'clock in the morning. Thud, thud, thud. I wonder is thud, thud, thud copyrighted? There probably is a track that goes thud, 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 and it's copyrighted, for Christ's sake. So anyway, I'll have a little wander down here anyway. If I see that little beach bar I was the other day, I'll stop off at that one because they serve the best beer. Whoa. There we go, let's get towards the sea. We can hear the roar of the sea. Yeah. Let me see. Have a beer on me, okay. Thank you, whoever that was, thank you for that. Steady, are you going to spend Christmas in Thailand? There's a possibility. There is a possibility of that, I suppose. And no problem, Eddie, do what you do. Let's see. Why do you prefer to swim in Ireland? It's too cool. No, not Ireland. I'm talking about islands. You know, islands. That's what I'm talking about. You know, like Koh Chang and Koh Samet and places like that. Brentel, is that Brentel? Nice to hear from you, mate. I'm off to Cambodia on Friday. Bars closed here on Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, good for you, mate. Someone said, don't get arrested. Someone has arrived in the UK. Yes, so yeah. Someone else said, Blackpool away from home. Looks a good place, better than I was expecting. Okay, good for that. Beach looks a bit rough, mate. No power. Who's that? Is that Martin Ryder? Let me see. What about going to Australia then? Shows the famous backpacker place in Sydney. There's quite a lot of Australians who watch this YouTube channel, so they don't need me to tell them about Australia. You see less people on the beach in Pattaya. Okay, yeah, okay. Now I'm going to have a little walk along this way here. I'll try not to cause offence to anybody. Like you say, I'm always a bit, you know, apprehensive, especially with it being a family resort. If there was no families or children around, then I'd be far more, you know, I'd be far more relaxed. But I don't want to be filming any families. You know what I mean? I've got to be careful with that. It's nice going down the beach. Be nice to be seeing the nice, lovely beds and all that, and bikinis. But this is a family resort, so I'm going to Lovely noisy up there. I'm going to walk a little bit further than the beach and then turn off. Bloody noisy up there. How the hell can anyone listen to that bang, bang, bang music? It all sounds the same to me. Bang, bang, bang. Does me bloody head in. You know, how the hell can anyone listen to that? There we go. Another shot of the beach. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get off the beach pretty soon. I'm going to get off this beach pretty soon. Okay, and head up to I'm going to head up to the land when it's convenient to do so. Try and see if I can find my little beach bar again. Oh, nice checkies. I could swear before I came here, I seen videos on YouTube from some years ago where this beach is all full of lovely, 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 lovely chicks. You know what I mean? But I'm sure, you know, like I seen videos like that. Well, where are they? Okay, so I can cut up here, somewhere up here, and then I'll try and see if I can find that nice little old beach bar where I was the other day. Well, if you like beaches, and if you have a family, then, you know, you might actually find yourself quite liking this. I can't show you that bit. That woman's got her knockers out. They are actually quite a nice pair of knockers, but not very YouTube friendly, you know what I mean? So if I can see where that beach is. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. I'll see if I can get any shade. I'll stop in the shade, and there's not really any shade about for me to read the chat. There's a little teensy-weensy bit of shade here. Hello. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I can't really read the chat very, very well there. Sorry about that. Okay, now, Where is it? One thing about this place, there is some nice little beach bars, you know. There are some nice. I went to one the other day, as you may know. But there's other nice little beach bars. But they don't always serve the beer that you want. I was so impressed with that, whatever it was called, Bergen beer or whatever it was called. I was so impressed with it that I'm reluctant to settle for anything less now. Oh, look. Okay. We're going to go along here. We're going to go along here. Now, this looks nice. Now, there's a number of, I've spotted a number of topless ladies along here, which unfortunately, guys, is for my eyes only. But what it is, I see a beach bar. I see a beach bar up there. I'm going to go to that beach bar. There are some nice ladies in this little section down here. But the thing is, they're all topless, you see, so this is YouTube, guys. This is YouTube. I'm going to head up there. I'm going to head up there to that beach bar. I spy with my little eye a beach bar. I think it's that one. Is that the one that it was the other day? I think it possibly was. There we go. Have you just joined? This is Steady Eddie strutting his funky stuff down at the beach, Mamia Beach or whatever it's called, on the Black Sea coast, Romania, trying to cause as little offence as possible to people. Yes, this is my beach bar. This is my beach bar.
Hello, hello.
Hello, buddy, how are you? There you go. This is my beach bar here. Yo! I'll die if they say this, they're sold out of, whatchamacallit. Hello, me dear, how are you?
Hi.
Whoa!
One Bergen beer?
Absolutely. You remember me? You remember me?
Of course I remember.
Okay. And the people here remember you as well. Okay, can I have a little sit down here?
Of course.
I'll have a little teensy sit down here. Okay, here we go.
If you return this meal, I have the best beer.
You have the best, that is the most super duper beer. That beer is absolutely the numero uno. The most super duper beer. Do you want me to pay now? I'll have a couple more and then I'll pay, okay. Okay, that's seven, yeah, seven, isn't it? Okay, so guys, here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, best moment of the day. It's about 2 p.m, something like that. And guys, if you come to Romania, then try that Bergen beer. Lovely stuff, beautiful. I know it says Beck's on here, but it's beautiful stuff. Let's have a teensy-weensy look at the chat. Okay, let's go. But let's go. I'm going to skip back to the chat because it was a fair bit, and I don't want to miss out on it. Apologies for missed out on it because when I was down there, I just couldn't see the screen.
Hey, hey.
Okay,
Andre.
Jason, beach looks a bit rough, mate. Martin Ryder, no parlours, no travel. I haven't come across any parlours yet. There could be in Bucharest. There are parlours, but you know, at the end of the day, I mean, I think this is a travelling experience for me. It's a travelling experience. I've got another 5 days in Bucharest, but you know, but this is a laid-back travelling experience for me. At the end of the day, at least I'm not like lazing about in England. I mean, I you know, I'm a travel, and I got up and decided to do something a little bit different. Martin Ryder, everyone is looking back at the creepy uncle in the family, so yeah, I know what you mean, mate, I know what you mean. Super Stephen, hello Eddie, Black Sea, okay. Michael Lee, Safe Travels brother. Red's wine, yes, that's bloody good. Try and film some knockers, Ed, okay. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because I've just witnessed a couple of lovely pairs of knockers, but unfortunately I can't show them on YouTube. I can't show them on YouTube, because it will get me into trouble. It will get me into trouble. Let me just say my little old piece about this. I mean, I know beaches. Beaches are. We all want to see beaches. We all want to see lovely ladies on beaches. We're guys. We want to see lovely ladies on beaches. Lovely brown, bronze bodies and all that. We all like that. But the problem with the problem with many beaches, and this one in particular here, and I think I've got an idea of all of these beaches in the Black Sea. I think they're all very family orientated, and I don't want to film families, and I don't want to film children or anything like that. And let me just say my piece about this. There's a lot of YouTube channels which are walking channels, and they are beach, Gran Canaries and all that. They just walk along Gran Canaria with the cameras, whatever cameras they use, hidden cameras or whatever they do. And a lot of those beach videos are very good. We all like to see beaches and all that. But some of the guys who film these beach scenes, and I've seen some, and why I stopped watching them, is that they've got absolutely no scruples whatsoever when it comes to filming children on these beaches. They've got no scruples whatsoever. Now, I've got to be subtle about that. Now, in the past, I've filmed a few beach scenes, in various places, but I've always tried to edit, be discreet, and try to edit out any bits which involve families, or simply because I don't want them, I don't want to be filming stuff like that. Whereas these guys who do these beach videos, I've seen quite a few of them. They've got no script. They'll film little children. They just don't care. And yet YouTube doesn't get onto them. YouTube should get onto them about this. At least I make the effort to be a bit discreet. You know what I mean? And yet, like you said, I just see some lovely ladies there with their knockers out and all that, and I couldn't possibly film anything like that. So anyway, here we go. Who's that? Wiggle there. Eddie only filmed 20 stone cows. Okay. Dutch Varang, good day to you. Fitzy, yeah, look, it is very family friendly. I don't know what the future is. I mean, I am here for a few more days, but it's. I don't know what the idea of the what appeal, what beaches really are. I mean, we all want to be at a beach sooner or later, but it's what you do with the beach. And personally, I don't really do much. I don't go swimming in beaches. I do when I'm on islands. When I'm on, because the water there is much more beautiful, and clearer. And islands are much, friendlier to swim in. But if you see out there, the sea's pretty rough, so I don't want to be doing that. Let's see. Crypto Slacker Rob. Hope you're well. Okay, nice to hear from you. Paul Hoskin. Don't go to Pattaya. Men don't go to Pattaya to sunbathe. Yeah, Pattaya's a beach resort. I've never once actually swam in the water. Jonathan Frey, yeah, absolutely. Red's wine, yes, that's bloody good value. If you manage to film some knockers, I'll super chat. I'll get my bloody channel taken down if I try stuff like that. Like I said, I'll just repeat what I said at the moment in case you didn't catch it. YouTube, as soon as they get a little bit of a hint of a nipple, and another one was a nipple, they're onto you, they'll give you the one and all this. And yet these bloody guys who film these beach videos, they film little kids and all this kind of stuff. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Why don't they get onto them about that? Good value for money, I'd say. Okay. Martin Ryan, can you see Snake Island? No. Olga didn't like the cam. Olga didn't like. How big were their mockers? Have a beer and I have the rack, my friend. Men go to besides to snorkel and play golf. Are their knockers bigger than mine? I see them, spicy roads, I see the Babuskas putting on the mud. They got hot little bullets serving you cold ones and giving you shoulder massages. Martin Ryder, Johnny FT and Boulder in Bucharest. I haven't seen that. I've seen Ball's channels, but I haven't actually seen where he's in Bucharest. Paul Hoskin, I play 3-hole golf with the bar girls. I love putting it in the hole. Nipple hunter, okay. Daniel Kelly. Eddie, have you seen, I'm not even going to comment on another YouTuber. I'm not going to comment on another YouTuber, except to say when you say that he's going, I don't know, it looks to me like he gets his channel taken down every 5 minutes. Let's see, Shaqbro. My new British passport being printed and should come with me soon. Pattaya did I come in November. Okay, no, I've been in touch with a few Facebook friends about Pattaya, and I believe Pattaya is really rocking and rolling now. All my favourite go-go bars are all up and running again until the early hours of the morning, the way they should be. So if Pattaya is really, really up and running, then you know it's got to be worth another visit. You know, in the not too distant future. Yeah, it'd be nice to see Pattaya up and running again. Trevor J. Looks like a cracking place, and I've got a sneaky feeling you're going to have great attention. Okay, wiggle it. Don't flirt with Mum, son as well. Okay, how much for a beer, mate? Well, that's 7 lei. That's 7 lei, that is. Daniel Kelly, Eddie, ask her what all the single ladies are. I'm sure she will tell you. The single ladies, well, a guy in the shop told me last night there's lots of nightclubs and stuff. If you go further up the road, further up the road, the problem I have is that I'm 60 years old. I'm too old for nightclubs. I'm just too old for them. Let's see. Toby Price, you were too busy looking at jokes to bother with the chat. Yeah, I've just seen some lovely jokes on there. I'd love to share them with you, but you know, it's the way it goes. Jason, thank you. Chaz Brown, where do you say you were at? Mangalea. Just look at that. No, that's somewhere else, that Mangalea. I'm at Mamia. You know, Mamia, that's where I am right now. Mangalea, I think it's over that one there. Ben Bean, seems kind of boring for you, Eddie. I'm a traveller, man. I've never been to Romania before. Hey, you know, so travellers don't just go to places where they feel safe or where they've been before. Travellers, you know, go to new places, and I'm still brave enough to go somewhere new. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't work out. I've actually had a good time here. I must admit, I prefer, the best place I've visited up to now are the Transylvanian towns of Brasov and Sibiu. They were really lovely. I really enjoyed myself there. I had a good time. And I like Bucharest. I will make another visit to Bucharest. So, beach resorts. As a beach resort, well, I suppose if you really love beach resorts, this might be ideal there. You know, but I've seen better beach resorts. But then again, this is a communist, an old, you know, former Soviet beach resort. So what you'd expect. Let's see, Spicy Rose. The water was cool but not cold a few weeks ago. Enjoyable for sure. Dutch Varang. No, it didn't. Yogi Berg. Hiya, good afternoon. I went to Blackpool the other week. Some right whales on the beach. Oh, Blackpool. Oh, my God almighty. Blackpool, great place to visit. Terrible place to live in. Because I've done both. And when you live there, after a while, you just want to... You just want to, you know, get away from all the tackiness and all of that. Daniel, head to Bulgaria, Eddie. If I was, I've been to Bulgaria before. I would have gone to Bulgaria, but you know, these days I have more of a lethargic, you know, relaxed travelling pace, and you know, I'm quite happy. I'm staying in Romania. I've got a few more days here. I've got about 5 days in Bucharest, and I've had some highlights. I mean, no trip I've ever done will I do all the things that I plan to do, but I've done a fair bit here, and I've enjoyed myself. Let's see, Brad Bean. Let's see now. JVM, why is it okay to video single adults but not families? Well, you know, I mean, it's not always perfect to film single adults, but you know, He who was without sin, let him cast the first stone. But families, no, definitely not. Definitely not. I don't want to film family. But I try and be as discreet as I can. You know, I made a little bit of a video, which I haven't uploaded yet, of around here, but I will try my best to be subtle and edit all this stuff what involves families, which is difficult there. But I don't want to film families. Other guys might, I don't. Let's see. Looks good, Eddie. Enjoying watching from cold Melbourne. Yogi Bear, what gets to me? They film Beach Road and say they're all freelancers on Beach Road. Martin Ryder, we all know why you walk up and down the beach, Eddie. Same as other guys do. Same as all the other bloody adult males do. You want to see birds in bikinis. Paul Laskin, show us some door knockers. Martin Ryder, nudist beach ahead. Jesus, that would let me lose my YouTube account. Wigglehead, nice to hear from you, Wigglehead. Thanks for that super chat. Just shave your chest there and the families will feel safe. Martin Ryder, leave your back here for the massage girls. Paul Hoskin, once you've seen 100 go-go bars, you've seen them all. 100's quite a lot, mate. Michael Lee, hey mate, 60 years young. Haiti just one. Where are the Romanian lady? In a different culture here, mate. We're in a different culture. I don't speak the language here, and a lot of these lovely Romanian babes are with Romanian fellas. Martin Ryder, the lesser spotted Eddie heads to the water knoll after the morning hunting on a beach. Okay, so anyway, guys, what we can talk about? What do you think about Thailand now? We're in the second half of the year, and I'm hearing more and more people heading out to Thailand. I know it's low season there. It's the rainy season right now, but I'm reassured that just about everything there is open, up and running. So, you know, it's quite. It could well be on the cards. I mean, it's a lot of people. I'm hearing a lot of people who are booking flights for October or September or wherever. I'm thinking of, you know, maybe later in the year. It's that time of year now. I mean, I spent 4 months in Thailand at the start of the year. So, you know, that's still fresh in my mind, but it's that time of year now where I'm thinking of booking a flight out there. But I do want to visit Cambodia and possibly the Philippines as well. Yogi Bear, Eddie was saying about Weston-super-Mare and famous people come from there. Richie Blackmore from Deep Purple and Rainbow, born there. Well, you know, he was absolutely at least as talented as anyone then. I never knew that. Richie Blackmore, brilliant guitarist with Deep Purple, absolutely amazing. Weston-super-Mare should be proud of him. The Walking Dude, nice to hear from you. The Walking Dude, nice to hear. Bulgaria is awful. I come back a few weeks ago, never again. Wiggle it, you're in all the vlogs, me too again. Craig Robinson, hi Ed, hope you're well. I'm considering going to Hungary and Romania over the next over 8 days. Would you recommend it? Hungary, what's the temperature like there? Well, it's good now. I mean, this is summer. Hungary's not far away. I've never been to Hungary, but it is, you know, I'm pretty sure that Hungary is a nice place to visit. And I hear that it's great value as well. Romania's good. Bucharest, I actually got to like Bucharest after the brief while that I was there, and that's why I'm going to go back. I'm going to spend at least 5 days there, maybe film a couple of things around the old town again. And the old town of Bucharest is nice. It's a good little place, so I'm looking forward to going back there. To be truthful, this beach resort is probably been the most negative place of the Romanian trip so far, simply because it's a family resort. They're all families here, and you know, so I feel a little bit out of place. Watford FC, right on back. Good to see you, my man. Nice to hear from you, Watford. Nice to hear from you. Who's this? Wigglehead. Steph was comparing his nipples to Charlie today. We need a tie breakup. Oh my God Almighty. things are not sounding good if you're going down that road. So, Martin Ryder, Marmite Beach. JJ, not so cold in Queensland, Australia. Someone's given me a nice super chat. Michael Lee. Wow, thank you for that, Michael Lee. I really, really do appreciate that. That's $50. That is really, really kind of you, my friend. Really, really kind of you. I appreciate that. So, well, that's cheered me up for the day anyway. So let's see, where are we now? Someone said, JJ, it will be in Cambodia in August. Good for you, mate. Good for you. I want to go to... I haven't been to Cambodia for about 3 years now, and I used to know that place very, very well. I really, really do want to go there again. You know, we've all, let's not forget, we've all come to a dreadful time with this bloody anti-virus pandemic rubbish and all of that. I mean, earlier this year, I wanted to hop borders and go other places, but I decided to stay in Thailand for a full 4 months, simply because I wanted to avoid all those PCR tests and all that rubbish. Let's hope that by the time this year's peak season gets underway, all of that will be a thing of the past. Let's hope it's all a thing of the past. I'm going to put this up here, see if I can get it nice and comfortable. There you go. I can get this nice and good. There you go. That's better, isn't it? That's better. Okay. A little bit lopsided there, I think. There you go. That's better. That's coming right up.
Harbuz, am înțeles harbuz, doar că nu vedeam. Ce e ăla?
Let me see now. Gemini, sir, come to Cambodia. You should go to the sexy bar. The sexy bar, there's one of them in there. There's not that one in Pattaya. No, thank you. I've seen that one. Spicy roll. Bought a ticket to Thailand yesterday. $433 from Tbilisi. Tbilisi's in Georgia. So is that where you are right now? That sounds like good value. Sounds good. Kippo Makmak. Just booked for October and used my £480 voucher from 3 years ago. 355. That's good. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Lewis C. I'm thinking of going mid-November to Thailand, get away from the miserable weather. Let's see, November, get away from the miserable weather. Yeah, well, you know, right now I've actually travelled for 7 months in the past year. There was 2 months in Turkey and Greece. There was 4 months in Thailand, and now a month in Romania. So that's not a bad little record, is it? When I get back to it, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little bit of work or whatever I'm going to do. But I think, don't be surprised if I end up booking a flight, you know, to the Far East before long. Stephen Rowe, I'll book a flight for either October or February to Thailand. Flights are expensive. Yeah, well, it's not good, is it? Flights are expensive and just about everything else is expensive. Didn't they used to say about Thailand years ago? Flights were expensive, but when you're there, it's really cheap. But then it went the other way around. The prices in Thailand became more expensive, whereas the flight tickets didn't really go up much. But now it just seems like it's all expensive. Getting there and being there, it's all expensive. So you've got to be realistic about that. Gemini star Richie Blackmore was a difficult person to work with, according to some musicians that work with him. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I love Deep Purple. I seen Ian Gillan in concert once, absolutely amazing. But the history of Deep Purple, there was so much infighting with them. Apparently, they did a world tour once, and throughout the whole tour, Richie Blackmore and Ian Gillan didn't say 2 words to each other throughout the whole tour. They just wouldn't talk to each other. Oh my God. But yeah, wonderful. Deep Purple, one of my favourite bands of all time. Let's see, Jason, think I'll do Thailand. Michael Lee, finish your beer. I'm actually taking this quite slowly. It's lovely stuff. It's beautiful, beautiful stuff. This beautiful stuff. At least with this, at least with this, I haven't had any problem like touching the screens. I haven't had any black and white film in here today. Master of the cranium. What a name that is. Any plans to return to Thailand in the near future? I've done 4 months in Thailand early this year, so but I will be going there again. To be perfectly honest with you, you know, in the future, you know, I think I'll only be visiting Bangkok and Pattaya. I don't think I'll be visiting other places in Thailand. I did a lot of those this time, but you know, Koh Samui, Koh Samet, all the Koh Phangan, all of those places. But I've done me travel around Thailand. I think really, I think I'll just be staying to Bangkok and Pattaya, because they've got just about everything you want, and also they're close to the airport, so you can use the airport to get to other places quite easily. You know, like Cambodia. Jason, I'll do Thailand, then spend Christmas in the Philippines. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Sean Turnbull. CC just woke up. Okay, good for him. Yeah, that's Cheap Charlie. He goes by another name now, but he's doing a walk around, you know, Ohio, and he's very entertaining. Very, very entertaining. Check his live streams out. You know, he's very, very entertaining. He's camping and he's doing other things. I watched a lot of his streams. You know, he's really, really good. Let's see. Yeah, Sean, let's see. Paul Lawson, I bet there's a Lidl's in Bucharest. There's one in Transylvania as well. Sam Boyle, off to Koh Lak, December the 14th. The flights were 1,200 quid each. 1,200 quid each, that sounds like a lot. I'm not even sure where Koh Lak is. I don't actually know that one. Spicy Roads. Yeah, spending 2 months here in Georgia. Good for you, mate. I've heard Georgia's a really, really good place. You never know. Maybe next year. Martin Ryder, Snake Island is only 100 kilometres away. What is Snake Island? I mean, what's that all about? Mark Hanley, Boylan in the UK. Well, good for them, you know. Isn't it funny, like, you know, what always makes me cringe is that people, you know, 4.5 decades later, still go on about the long hot summer of 1976. You know, I mean, you can go to Turkey any year and you'll find a summer that's longer and sunnier than the long hot summer of 1976. But people in England still go on about it. David Heisenberg, let's see. Luke, EDDY'S, you can say whatever. Any more comments like that, and you'll be blocked from the stream. Okay, what's your name again? Yeah, got your name. Paul Hoskins, you should be the international manager of Lidl. Paul Hoskins likes pork pies, and like me, he likes big knockers. McLaren F1 race. Hi Eddie, looks like you're having a relaxing holiday. It is very, very relaxing. It is very relaxing. Let me say. I'm in the second half of my travels, you know, here in Romania, and the first half went well. Bucharest, you know, some nice little highlights there. Transylvania, some good places there. I really love some of those lovely towns, because a lot of people commented that they thought, you know, Romania was not going to look like that. But when I showed you on the screen, and I've still got some videos to upload, don't forget, of Sibiu and what's the other place, Brazov. Lovely places. Now this Black Sea is a little bit rough and ready. I probably haven't seen the best of it yet. I'm here for a few more days, but we'll see about that. But Bucharest also is a good little town. Let's explore Bangkok. Next Monday I'm heading to Athens for 24 hours. And then Southeast Asia, no more UK. Good for you, mate. I was in Athens last year. Athens is now I stayed in a little part of Athens. It's a big city, but I stayed in a little area of Athens, close to the Acropolis, where everything I needed was within walking distance. And I really liked it. I've done some videos there. I can't remember what the area was called. Michael A, you didn't finish. Okay, I'm going to finish this one now, mate. Lovely, lovely stuff. Can I have one more? Thank you, my dear. Yeah, this lovely lady here has poured another beer there. You're popular. You're going to have lots of people coming to your beach bar.
I hope so.
You're popular. Is it been busy this year? No. Well, this is peak summer now, isn't it?
What?
It's peak summer now. So.
I don't know. The beach is too big.
It is, isn't it?
The people doesn't come.
The people. Well, I see lots of people there.
No, it's not lots of people.
No.
No.
I see. Oh well. So you mean they're families, and maybe the families don't come to a bar like this.
No.
You need more single blokes coming here. Blokes like me. You need blokes like me coming here. That's what you need, isn't it?
I hope.
Okay. So that's what you need. Let's see. Okay, we're back here now. Okay, here we go. Let me see a little teensy weensy. I've missed a few of the chats here. Snake Hound, whatever. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. A very squeaky afternoon. Yogi Bear. Okay, this is where to mention. This is where to mention. Come on, this is where to mention. James Caan, R.I.P. was great as Sonny in The Godfather. He was 82. James Caan died this week, age 82. Bloody good actor. Not really, a star as a, not really. Well, he was a star. I mean, he was a famous actor. But I think he was more of a character actor, really. But he played some great parts in great movies. The Godfather was one of them. He was perfect as Sonny in The Godfather. Also, he was in quite a lot of other good things. One thing that I think really, I think was a bit of a letdown was that film Rollerball. I mean, he was really good in that movie, but I think most people who've seen that movie thought that was a really slow and disappointing. That was really the film that should have made him a star, really. But it was just a slow and meandering movie, that one. Rollerball was just a disappointing film, really. And I think it let James Caan down, really. Yeah. Lewis C. Georgia is next on Putin's hit list after Ukraine. Well, Jesus Christ, well, don't even want to go there, mate. I don't want to go to Georgia, and I don't want to go near that subject. Crypto Slacker, have you travelled to Burma, Ed? I have an uncle that lives there. I've never been to Burma. I'd love to go to Burma. I tried to go there some years ago, but getting the visa proved too awkward, so I've never actually... excuse me. Sanatati. Is that what you say when you sneeze?
It's something like health.
Health, yeah.
Be well.
Oh, okay, all right. So if I sneeze, I say Sanatati, or someone else says it. Sanatati. I've just heard the new Romanian word there. Anyway, okay. Rob Duck, Eddie, Snake Island is amazing. But what is it all about? I don't know Snake Island. What is that all about? I don't know. It's amazing. But I'm setting my ways now. A few more relaxed days here, and then maybe 5 or 6 days in Bucharest. That'll do me. There's a few things I want to make videos of in Bucharest. Let's see. Let me see now. Come on, let me see now. Can we get him on there? No, whatever. Not everything's not working, that is it? Do this again. Let me just try this one. There you go. I think I've done that. Yeah, there you go. We got rid of Luke. We don't like Luke, do we? We don't like Luke. I mean, there's some idiots who want to make silly comments. We can do without people like that. We've heard it all before, and we simply don't need people like that, okay? Bye, Luke. Bye-bye, Luke. Okay, let's see. Let me see. Okay, I've got Sally. Michael Lee, goddamn, what not more. Well, cheers to you, Michael Lee. Anyway, let's meet up in some sunny climate like Thailand or Pattaya or whatever. That would be great. Glenn Hendricks, lovely to wake up to this live stream. That's really, really nice to say to you. Gemini Star, why didn't you interview her? I just have. We said a few words together. She told me it's quiet here. What do you want me to? Do you want me to ask her about her favourite TV programs or whatever? Let's see. Not quite Southport, Eddie. Keep it peeled. In UK, as he got older, his wives became more beautiful. Who are we talking about? Who are we talking about? Not Richie Blackmore. Okay. James Caan. Are we talking about James Caan here? Okay, James Caan. Stephen Rowe. Okay, I loved Rollerball. Was it 74 Rollerball? I'll tell you what. I will tell you something. Okay. I like my movies. I know a little bit about actors. I know a bit about directors and various other things. And I will make one statement about Rollerball. I believe it was 1974. A science fiction movie about this vicious game called Rollerball when some people actually die and all that. I want to make one statement about Rollerball. It was one of the most brilliant ideas for a movie ever. It was a fantastic idea for a movie, but it was wasted on a director. It was simply wrong for that movie. Norman Jewison, he's made a lot of other movies. I think he's made movies with Dustin Hoffman and people like that. He's probably good for other things, but he was just wrong for that movie. That movie, Rollerball, needed a real talented action director, a real action director. That film, Rollerball, was a brilliant idea for a movie. James Caan, I think Maud Adams was in as well. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. But the actual director of that movie was a totally wrong choice, and the end result is that film was slow and laborious. It should have been action-packed and exciting, and it wasn't. They chose the wrong filmmaker. If they chose somebody else, it would have been a far better film. That's just my opinion. David Lucas, Eddie, I was in Bucharest for a few days, about a week after you was there. I love the old town. It's awesome. Probably some of the best nightlife in Europe. Check out the bars and the waterfront too. In really, Michael Lee, another generous super chat. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. That's $50. That is brilliant. Really appreciate that, mate. Really appreciate. That's very, very kind. And I'd love to have a drink with you. Let's meet up in Thailand or Cambodia or whatever. I would love to have a drink with you, mate. Thanks for that. Robert Ricks. The lady in the bar will not understand peak summer. It is too UK colloquial. Yeah, probably, yeah. Martin Ryder, very generous. Yeah, absolutely. Cheers to Michael Lay. Andre Serbian, go to the Philippines next, Eddie. I would like to go to the Philippines. Listen, let's make one big hope from all of us. Absolutely universal hope. Absolutely universal hope. Let's just hope that bloody pandemic nightmare that we've gone through the last couple of years is a thing of the past. I think of all the places I would have been, or you would have been maybe, in the past couple of years, if it wasn't for that pandemic antivirus thing, that thing that's destroyed so many lives. Let's just hope that it's all a thing of the past. So let's hope the good old days return, where I can be in Thailand and or Pattaya having a good time. I could hop on an aeroplane to Vietnam without a problem. Hop on a plane to the Philippines without a problem. It's all of this shoving these bloody things up your nose, and then you're worrying about getting your email back. You know, you've got like 48 hours, you're getting your email back worrying if you're going to test positive and all this claptrap. Let's just hope it's all a thing in the past. We're in the month of July now. A few more months, and let's hope it's all just forgotten about it, and we can just start traveling. I want to go to the Philippines again. I want to go to Cambodia again. Thailand, I think will be okay, not a problem. Vietnam, I done on my last major trip a couple of years back. I did a fair bit of Vietnam, but I will go there again. Come on, I'm not like a religious man, but let's just pray. Let's just pray that this bloody anti-virus bollocks, this pandemic bollocks, is all a thing of the past, and it doesn't come back. Okay, so send me peace anyway. Brian Street, what colour is the sea? It's kind of blue. I know it's called a black sea, but it's kind of blue. Nice to hear from you, Brian. Where to go? Good. Luke was an idiot. He's an ex-idiot. He's not with us anymore. Super. This Luke ain't no Skywalker. He's probably sulking now. Do you know what? That's what trolls do when you block them. They sulk. I mean, they've got like this little plate, this little toy. Like a little teddy bear. And all of a sudden you've had enough, and you just come along, and just took the bloody teddy bear out. Luke's probably crying now. He probably thought he was funny, and now I've just taken his teddy bear off him. Let's see. Go to Philippines next. Okay. What was the name of the actor in The Magnificent Seven who threw a knife? I can't remember that one. I do certainly recall something like that. Was it James Coburn? I don't know. Well, maybe. Yogi Bear, James. Cy London Gutty. Okay, James Coburn. I wouldn't recommend that, but maybe if James Coburn likes to throw a knife in those Expendables movie, doesn't Jason Statham like to throw a knife? Very, very dangerous. That I wouldn't recommend that. Bottle baby, my God, what just walked by? Don't tell me it's my 20-stone wife. She's not creeping up behind me, is she? Oh my God. Jonathan Fraser, flights to Asia can be cheaper if you fly from Europe or Ireland. Normally I end up flying to Thailand from Italy. Well, that's interesting. I like to go from Heathrow. Crypto Slacker Rob, I love James Caan in Misery. Fine actor. I'll say that I actually think the best performance James Caan ever actually gave was in a film in the mid-70s called The Gambler, and he played a college professor who was an obsessive gambler, and that is such a fine movie. That's a little bit depressing, but he played such a really, really great part in that film that I think it would put anyone off gambling for a lifetime. I mean, he's such a really, really fine actor. So cheers to James Caan. God bless you, mate. Okay, Martin Ryder. Still bargain flights out there if you're prepared to be flexible and don't mind stop over for a few hours. To Thailand, is that correct? I'll be looking at it. Let's all be clear. This is unknown territory right now. We're in the aftermath of the pandemic, and everything's going bloody pear-shaped. We can't get the workers, to do the jobs. The cost of living's going up. Flights are going up. Let's hope it all levels out pretty soon. Andrew Saban, what about the States, Eddie, like Los Angeles? I don't know what I'd film there. I mean, I don't know what the people who watch. Would I don't really know what what I would do in America. I really don't know what I would do there. in America. I would love to see America, but it's a case of where do you start? I mean, where do you start in America? You know, I mean, where do you start? I mean, I'd love to see all the great cities of America, New York, San Francisco, and all of those places. All the places where my favourite movies were filmed. But I do hear that it's gone ridiculously expensive nowadays. I mean, somebody mentioned on the stream the other day, a guy called the Mac Master, a very, very good YouTuber who I watch a lot. He's travelled and he does a lot of food reviews, but he travels through America and Tenerife and other places. But apparently he will be the first to say America's gone very, very expensive now, especially for food and drink. I mean, here it's still reasonable. I'm paying about £1.20 for this beer here, and I'm quite happy. Who's this? Donald Trump, you're having Sunday lunch today. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I've been eating a lot of gyros or gyros or whatever, gyros or whatever they're called. Will Smith, Romania looks great, Ed. Lots of great burger, beach bars and culture. Would be nice if you whacked your knob out for the bar lady, though. No, I think it's you who want to see that. You're the one who wants to see it. Admit it. Martin Ryder, cheapest flight to Bangkok, a Middle Eastern Airlines, still London to Bangkok, available return. 394. Yeah, Mark, we said this before. I mean, the Middle Eastern countries are not really countries I'd like to go to, but they do some damn good airlines. They really, really do some damn good airlines. Really, really do. Royal Jordanian, Emirates, bloody good stuff. I'd go with the Middle East every time. Ed Sweeney, 20 Stone White, I'm always behind you. Oh yeah, I can smell you. Okay, Michael Lee. I loved Amsterdam. I love Amsterdam as well. I love Amsterdam. Is one. I mean, what I was going through a phase when I went to Amsterdam quite regularly, and yeah, I sampled the local cuisine in the windows. That's where I got my love of Romanian girls, because there's plenty of those in Amsterdam. But so the pandemic knackered everything. I don't know the script with Amsterdam at this moment in time. But what I do know, where I live in the UK, my nearest airport is Exeter Airport. And I love going to Exeter Airport. I really, really loved it. Because I could make my way to Exeter Airport, get a flight to Amsterdam with Flybe. And I got to know my way around Amsterdam. Get off at the airport, go to the train station, head into the town. Quite easy. But that Flybe sort of went out of business, or they stopped flying from Exeter anyway. Something happened to them, so it's not so easy for me to get to Amsterdam anymore. How many times have you been to Amsterdam, Michael? I'm sure it's a lovely, you had some fun there. I loved Amsterdam, absolutely loved it. Rusty Lad, liked him in Like Flint, funny stuff. Oh, that was James Coburn. He was like a James Bond rip-off, wasn't it, really? Armand Flint, in Like Flint. It's a bit over the top. It didn't last very long. Michael Lee, Holland is great. Yeah, it looks like a lovely... Oh, I wouldn't mind another visit there. I wouldn't mind, well, definitely. If Amsterdam could get back to the way it was, I wouldn't say no to another visit there. One of my favourite movies of all time, by the way. Puppet on a Chain. If you've never seen that movie, please check it out. It's from 1970. It features an actor called Sven Bertel-Taub, and it has the most. It's a detective thriller set in the streets of Amsterdam, and basically it features the most fantastic speedboat chase. Even to this day, that movie is 52 years old, and you will still be on the edge of your seat during that speedboat chase throughout the canals of Amsterdam. Absolutely wonderful. Puppet on a Chain, check that one out. Frank Travels, that beer looks perfect, doesn't taste too bad either. Joe Elliott, Mr. Barefoot Barry. Pound that like button, okay? Thank you for that. Toby Price, need a car in USA. Jeff Barter, Eddie, how are you doing? I'm doing okay, buddy. I'm doing okay. David, who's that? Sean Turnbull, America is scary. Oh, well, can't comment on that. David Coleman, hi Eddie. It's 7:20 a.m. in Toronto. Too damn early for me. Oh, sorry for waking you up. I do apologise. But have a nice day anyway. Soothing meditation. Glad you visited Mamia, even if it's old families. At least you found a new beer. In the States, Sedona is an amazing place to visit. Athens has the cheapest Airbnb rentals. Athens is a good place. I like Athens. I cannot remember the area that I stayed in. I do mention the videos from last year. I can't remember the area that I stayed in, but it was bloody good. Everything that I needed was in walking distance and nice bars. And the Greeks are great, you know, they're great. They serve you a meal and then afterwards, you know, when you paid your bill, they'll throw in a free raki and all this kind of stuff, bottle of wine or whatever. Fantastic, terrific, love it. Michael Lee, another super chat from Michael Lee. Cheers, Michael. Anyway, really, that's really kind of it. $20 US. Thank you, Michael. That's really much appreciated. Anyway, cheers, mate. Let's see. Frank Travels. America is not a place for the cheap Charlies. Well, I would love to visit America. Maybe I will visit America one of these days. But I must admit, I've got to be honest, I am put off by, I mean, that guy, the Mac Master, he's a very good vlogger. But when he does his food reviews, you're looking at $40 US for a burger and fries and, you know, Coke and all this kind of stuff. Burger and that's if you watch the Mac Master, he will tell you that America has become very expensive. Really. Michael, you've been to Amsterdam 5 times. That's about the same amount of time that I've been there. Bloody good, absolutely. Those ladies that you encounter there and one Romanians, Bulgarians, oh, beautiful, absolutely fantastic. I love Amsterdam, absolutely love it, and I will go there again. But right now, I don't know what the script is with it. Is everything back to normal there? We'll see. Frank Travers, I was dead in 1970. Brian, you could do a long weekend in New York, expensive but worth it. I don't think I would go anywhere for a weekend. I wouldn't go that far for a weekend. I really wouldn't do that. I like, once I arrive somewhere, I like to stay around for a while. Martin Ryder, visa in 24 hours on the Kosan Road. Are you talking about going to Burma, Martin? Well, thanks for that into. Okay. Michael Lee, thank you, Eddie. Cheers, mate. Thanks, Michael. Thank you as well, Michael. DX, is that DX? DK. Ed, once you said you are heterosexual, what does that mean? Well, what it means, it basically means that I, as a man with a man's body and a nice big willy, I like to get aroused by the sight of a lovely, shapely female with big knockers and a hairy minge, and that's basically what it means anyway. Okay. Gaz77, I called Babe Station last night. You dirty man. You are the king of the vulgarities, Gaz. At least you're not talking about your granny this time. Okay. Let's explore Bangkok. I paid £100 for an apartment next to the airport. Where are you talking about? Are you talking about New York there? Isan Man is here. Nice to hear from you, Isan Man, all the way from Isan in Thailand. Lovely stuff. Okay. Diane Abbott, DK, it means... What? Oh, you get very smutty now. Martin Ryder used the force there. Oh, Luke's gone. Luke's gone to the dark side. That's where he's gone. Yogi Bear, Ed, you could do the States, hire a motorhome and do Route 66 from start to finish. And I think that sounds good. That sounds good, really. But I think I don't know. I mean, you've seen the way I travel now. I like to travel places. I don't drive when I'm traveling. I drive a lot back in the UK, but when I'm traveling, I don't drive at all. Really, I like the luxury of being able to have a bay whenever I want. So, I don't really see myself doing that. Maybe it was with a few of the vloggers or whatever. It might be a little bit interesting, we'd say, but I don't really. I can't see myself doing that. Let me see. Where are we now? Let me see. Glenn Hendricks. Eddie, next to traveling, you know your movies. I finally watched Apocalypse Now. Awesome. Wonderful, wonderful film. The horror. The horror. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Andrew Saban, Ed, come to my country, Australia. I'd love to. I think that's another one. What puts me a lot off countries when I hear reports about beer being very expensive. And I do hear that about Australia. David Coleman, we can go to New York City for $25 by bus from Toronto. I do love the city. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. You know what? You're starting to put ideas in my head now. You are starting to put ideas. I think Cheap Charlie wants to go to New York, doesn't he? He's traveling. He's sort of camping around Ohio now. I think he wants to go to New York. Let me see. Let me see. It's an apartment next to Athens Airport is really very nice. Okay. Okay, so let me just say, I'm going to do another bit. Spent a couple. Who's this? Rusty Lid. Spent a couple of hours on Soy 6 this afternoon. Buyer's market and nice selection of talent. Soy 6 is great. What I found with Soy 6, and it took me a long time to catch on to it because I was always like a fan of the other soys, the dirty massage soys and all that. And you get from them what you can get, anything that you can get from Soy 6, believe me. But what I found with Soy 6, because I got so used to my lovely massage girls who do the works in Pattaya, they do the works, everything. I went to Soy 6 a couple of times, and I actually found a difference between the Soy 6 girls and the massage girls. And the difference I found that Soy 6 girls, they'll smile at you, you have a drink, but then you'll go upstairs with them. But they seemed a bit colder. They really seemed a little bit colder, like, whereas the massage girls, the ones that I know in various places around Pattaya and Bangkok, whereas the massage girls have a lovely smile and they're friendly and you have a real laugh and a joke with them. Really, really do. They're great girls they are. In Soy 6 it was like, come on, give us your money. You're just another farang, you know what I mean? They seem very, very cold. My experience with going with Soy 6 girls is that they seemed a little bit cold and austere to begin with. But then when you got to know them and they realised that, you're actually quite a decent guy, they sort of lightened up to you. I've been with a few Soy 6 girls, who have seemed really cold to begin with. But as you got chatting, they thought, it's like they thought to themselves, mate, he's not a bastard the way some of the guys are. Maybe this guy's a decent guy. And they've sort of warmed up to you. And by the end of it, like, they're cool. I mean, and I've been with Soy 6 girls, and the second time that I've been with them, they've been absolutely great because they know you then. But that's what I did find with the Soy 6 girls. They seemed at first a bit colder and more austere towards the customer than the massage girls appeared. Let's see. Boo-hoo. Good morning, Eddie. 7:30 a.m. here in Canada. Okay, well, have a great day, mate. Have a great day. Pinball, hiya. Good to see you enjoying a beer and relaxing. I am enjoying a beer. It's a lovely beer. In fact, I might even go for a Sunday dinner soon. You never know. You never know. Bottle baby, how much does your room per night cost? It costs about 35 quid in English money. Uh, the 35 quid in English, you don't get much for that. The room's okay, but there's no aircon. There's a fan there, but it's a bit bloody noisy. There's no fridge in the room. But one thing about the room is that it's close to everything. You only have to step out the door and there's bars and restaurants all around everywhere. You don't need taxis anywhere or anything like that. So it is really on top of everything. One of the problems is that the bathroom is miles away. You need public transport to go and take a pee in the middle of the night. That's one of the problems with it. But 35. But like I say, I am right on the. I am literally on the beach. Goodfellas, okay, come to Goodfellas on Soy 6 next time, Ed. My bar guarantee a great time from the off. Is that your bar? I'll pass Goodfellas. As soon as you, that's from the second road entrance, isn't it? Isn't that? As soon as you turn into Soy 6. I've never actually, I don't actually think I've been there, but I might take it up on that one anyway. Nice to hear from you. Ricky, this guy is all talk and no action. Well, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to do a couple of bloody somersaults, do you? Do you know, do you want me to do a Sylvester? Go and see a Bruce Willis, you know, with a Kalashnikov. You know, what do you want, man? What do you want? Do you want me to abseil from a bloody helicopter? Is that what you want? Make your mind up, man. Some people actually like the fact that I'm laid back and I'm relaxed. You know, some people actually like that. John Apocalypse, mate, getting ready to watch Wimbledon with the Greek Australian. Is this the men's final today? I missed it all. Is this the men's final? Is it? Is this the men's final today? A Greek Australian. Well, you had Sampras. Sampras was an American Greek, wasn't it? Sampras was amazing. Good luck to you, mate. John Apocalypse, good luck to you, mate. Good. I love Greece and I like Greek people. Great. Good luck to you, mate. I hope he wins. Having a lovely cold one on the pier in Western Supermare, and it's bloody hot here. Good for you, mate. David Coleman, Eddie. I will reveal all when I make the video. Poppycon, I just joined the stream. You're looking refreshed and clean shaven. Enjoy a beautiful day. Luckily, we've got one here in England too. Okay, good. Nice to hear from you, Poppycon. I hear that England's the place to be right now. I hear that the climate's absolutely fantastic there now. Martin Ryder, Euro. Okay, is that the Rido? Paul. Okay. Now let me just mention in case you didn't hear it before. I've done a walk along the beach. I've done a walk along the beach there. Thankfully, it didn't go black and white the way it did last time. But you know, I would like to take this camera now, but I think with regards to the beach, I think I'll quit while I'm ahead with regards to the beach. I'm not going to finish the stream. I don't mean that. We'll do a couple of other things, but there's a lot of families on that beach. And in case you didn't hear me, for those who just joined, I don't want to be filming families. I like the idea of a live stream for the beach because it'll take the camera down the beach and, you know, birds in bikinis and all that kind of stuff. And you know, who doesn't like that? But I don't want to be filming families. I don't want to be doing that. So I think I'll quit while I'm ahead with regards to the beach. Going there, Bottle Baby, going there in November. Are you talking about Thailand or wherever? David Coleman, guys, I just got out to have a cup of tea. I heard the Eddie bell on my phone. Okay? David Coleman, thank you. Sam Boyle, all at the like for Eddie, okay? Let's explore Bangkok. Paul Gator and Boris is gone. There's no such thing as a politician. It was indispensable. They can all be bloody replaced. Bottle Baby. Okay, yeah, Ricky, yeah, bye, Ricky. Okay, go, get go and watch a video about paint drying. Go and watch a video about paint drying or something like that. Go on, bye. Yogi Bear, in Yorkshire we have 27 full A and no rain. Gemini Star, boohoo, enjoy. You can't take a camera on the. David Coleman, you can't take a camera out onto the beach in Toronto. No way. Yeah. See down here, I filmed a bit down here, but I'm only peeing myself. But I've got to quit while I'm here. I mean, some nice birds down on the beach there, but unfortunately the topless ones, they were for my eyes only. But I don't want to be filming families. There's too many families there. Glenn Hendricks, night t-shirt from Vietnam. Yeah, that's Hanoi. It's Hanoi, yes. Danish bacon, nice to hear from you, my friend. Nice to hear from you. Nice to hear from you. Bottle baby, tattoo. Hua Hin, August the 13th. Oh, good for you, mate. Hua Hin's a nice town. I think Hua Hin, I was there for about 10 days early this year. I think Hua Hin, some people love Hua Hin, they absolutely love it. I think it's a place that you would want to retire to rather than a place where you want to holiday. I know there's a lot of good things about Hua Hin and a lot of good things about it. But good for you anyway, mate. David Coleman, Ray-Ban have new sunglasses out with a camera built right into them. Really? Oh, I've heard about those. I've really heard about. I've really heard about that. Oh, come on! You'd have to be really desperate for content to put sunglasses on with cameras into them. I mean, it's. I've heard about that anyway. What's happened to Watch with Gary? Good on you, Reggie. I love it when you get fired up by the idiots. Popcorn, Ed, cheers, mate. Popcorn, Ed, did you see that Man United versus Liverpool in Bangkok on Tuesday night? The cheapest ticket's about 125 quid. The Thais don't help themselves, do they? This is a massive subject, isn't it? About Thais, charging a two-tier price and all this kind of stuff. It's a massive subject. I mean, we've got to talk about this in the future. Is Thailand becoming tourist friendly or tourist hostile? That'd be a good title for a video, that, wouldn't it? Tourist friendly or tourist hostile? Oh, God, we've got to talk about all of this. One more bacon hammer, please. Yes, thank you. Bottle baby, he needs sat over each eye. Jason Finch, you should go to the bar. Gemini Star, Eddie, is that a Pride umbrella behind you? Oh, I'd be bucket if it was. Okay, cheers, Ed. You have a good time. Delayed Dave, nice to hear from you, mate. Where to, Eddie? Where to next, Eddie? Any plans? Well, my only plan is this journey. Few more days here, and then I'll be spending about the last 5 or 6 days in Bucharest. There you go. Thank you, mate. Thank you, buddy. Cheers. I'll spend my last 5 or 6 days in Bucharest because I'm sure there's some things that I missed out on the first time I was there. David Coleman, I'm glad we got you laughing today. Lol. Okay, I wasn't laughing. Okay, prices are going wild. Oh, the whole world's knackered up. The whole world is knackered. Everything's bloody knackered. Let's face it. David Coleman, Eddie, I think Thailand's becoming tourist hostile. Yeah, we'll use that for the video. Okay. Thailand friendly or Thailand tourist friendly or tourist hostile. That's a good title. That's a good title. If anyone else uses that title, they've ripped it off from me. Wouldn't be the first thing they've ripped off from me as well, by the way. Jason Finch, Eddie, you should try to help out with the girls. What do you mean? Do you want me to do it for you? Do you want to go meet a bird and then like say, Eddie, this is a hot woman here. Do you want to come? Do you want to come and have rumpy pumpy? Do you want me to do it for you? Okay, let's see. You enjoy your cold one. Painting this one. Some fruits are 4 to 5 times more expensive in market what they used to be. Oh, I don't know. The world's getting strange. Lewis C. Talk of introducing tourist rates for hotels in Thailand. That's bloody awful, that. Honestly, I've done videos in the past, including one earlier this year when I was in Thailand. And I did make in Pattaya, and I did make the point that the one thing that still makes Pattaya great value is the cost of hotels. The cost of hotels is super. I mean, you can get so much for your money from hotels in Pattaya than you can, elsewhere in Thailand in general. Really, the cost of hotels is what really still makes that place a good value destination. When you compare the hotel prices to England or other places, you just get so much for your money in Thailand. Now, if they start, putting the hotel prices up, then it's going to be the final nail in the coffin, isn't it, really? Come on, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. You imagine going to Thailand with high hotel prices. It's just not going to be the same, mate. Not going to be the same. In UK, the barmaid going to miss you when you leave. She's alright, she likes me. Michael Lee, you should do Germany. I like Germany. I'd say, do you know something, Michael? I travelled through Germany some years ago, about 5 or 6 years ago. No more than that. About 7 years ago. And I actually think that Germany is one of the most underrated travelling places in the whole world. I think it's a really underrated travelling destination. The Germans that I met in Germany were some of the most hospitable people. They were great fun. I went to Hamburg, Berlin, Frankfurt, Munich, and I enjoyed all of those places. I wouldn't mind going to Germany again. I really wouldn't. Let's explore Bangkok. It's been for years like that in town. Pat Pong, when you're back in Thailand, Eddie? Probably later this year, I would have thought. Toby Price, still 60 baht for a big layout. Well, 60 baht, all right, in my village. A tin of corned beef over 300 baht. What's 300 baht? Well, Jesus, that's expensive. That's expensive. Stuffed. I lived in Thailand for 13 years. Let's be frank, they never liked the farang. Oh, well. David Colmy, don't say get behind me if you're talking about the pride flag. No, definitely not. Who's that? Polo Getter. Stuffed, I agree. That's the reason I never became a resident. Pat Pong, stuff, they may not like the farangs, but they sure like our wallets. Oh, well. Yup, I love it. Liz Truss. Martin Ryder, Liz Truss or Penny Mordaunt. I couldn't, honestly, I couldn't put a face to either of them, to be honest with you. These are some of the people who are trying to become our Prime Minister. What bloody female Prime Minister. Oh, God almighty. I wouldn't recognise that. I wouldn't mind that Nadine Dorries. She's got a bit of something about her, but she's getting on a bit now. Danish Bacon, Hamburg is a great city. Top nightlife scene. Hamburg, yeah, it's a good city. It is a good city. I liked Hamburg as well. Funnily enough, I'm considering if you go down Little Herbertstrasse, that little place where the girls are in the window. That's quite funny. Yeah, that's where to visit. Paolo Getter, Pat Pong, yeah, they live farangs. They like farangs wallets, especially in Pat Pong. Michael Lee, Instant Das Himmel is blue. I don't know what that means, but Germany is a bloody good. Honestly, Germany is one of the most underrated travelling. I thought Germany is a great place. Anders Bergen, Munchen, best town in Germany. You got me wanting to go to Germany again now. Bazuki. Germany doing a travel pass for €9 a month, Eddie. And guess what they own? They own a rival bus company in the UK. Why can't they say here because of profits? Let's explore Bangkok. You can get an e-visa for Vietnam because I got approved for one. Yeah, but well, let's hope all these countries are easy to get to the way they once were. Nick Flaherty, Germany, lovely place to visit. Martin Ryder, Nadine was an ex-nurse, would make a great madam. I like Nadine Dorr seems alright. I like it. David Coleman, GB News says that the Indian looking woman is the best one for PM now. Are you talking about Priti Patel? Priti Patel is she's a fiery little one, isn't she? I mean, she's a beautiful face, but her body, she needs to slim down a bit. Gorgeous face, but she needs to lose a few calories, basically. Or let me see. Bottle Baby, David Cohen, what has cruise ships in Thailand got in common? I can't guess that one. Pat Pong, me and Eddie had a beer 4 years ago in Angeles. Nice guy is Eddie. Okay, well, nice to meet you. Nice to hear from you then. Michael Lee, the sky is blue. The sky is blue. It's lovely, lovely. And there's nice clouds there as well. Pinball, Priti Patel is the best looking female can. She's got a lovely face, but come on, that body. She needs to slim down. She needs to go on a diet. Isoman, according to Numero, if you include paying rent, Udon Thani is 50% the cost of living in Liverpool. Only 50%. Oh my God! God Almighty! Look, not gonna. Isoman like me is originally from Liverpool. David Colby, surely not David Colby, surely not Pritstip Patel. Michael Lee, I hate living in Saudi Arabia. So that's where you live then, Michael, is it? I don't think I'd like living in Saudi Arabia either. I won't even go there. I mean, in terms of going there and also going into that conversation, really, but I don't think I'd enjoy it either. Good for you, mate, anyway. Priti Patel is carrying a bit too much excess baggage. I'd say more than a bit. Paulo Gata, Vietnam is no big deal if you just want to stay for a month. But to become a resident is almost impossible. Now, what's happening with Vietnam? What is happening? Because for years, Vietnam was tipped as the new Thailand. A lot of expats, I heard a lot of people saying, I'm going to retire in Vietnam because the rules are much better than Thailand. It's far easier to retire there, not a problem. And and now it's gone the other way, hasn't it? Vietnam seems to become far more hostile. They've made it far more difficult to retire in Vietnam or even to stay there for a significant amount of time. Why is that? Why have they done that? Why are these countries becoming more bloody hostile to us? I mean, I remember years ago that when Nha Trang was tipped to be the next Pattaya, and some people believed that. No, it didn't become the next Pattaya. It became the next bloody Moscow. That's what it became. There were all Russians there last time I was there. I mean, it's only the next Pattaya if he'd happen to be Russian. David Heisenberg, P. Patel is no good at her job. Well, that's a matter of opinion, isn't it? Michael Lay, I'm trying to find graphic design in Europe. Well, good luck to you, mate. Good luck to you. Riyadh for about 8 hours. Udon Thani, Patriotus. Udon Thani may be cheap, but what has it to offer? I haven't been to Iceland, to be honest with you. I think in future, I think the places where I'll be going to in Thailand will be Bangkok and Pattaya, because I know those places well, and also with Savannah Bhumi being close by, it's easy to get to other countries. I'm really, on my next trip, I'm really looking forward to seeing Cambodia again. I really, really am. I really want to see Cambodia again. Yogi Bear, Pretty Patel will be like making love on a bouncy castle. Okay. David Coleman, Eddie has really washed out behind you. Hard to say. Let's just have a look at behind. How about 3 days? What have we got now? We're on the beach here anyway. We're on the beach. There you go. There's the beach. If you weren't here earlier in the stream, but you know I did actually go down to the beach. I took my camera down there, David, and you know, in case you didn't understand, I mean, the fact is, I took my live stream, you know, down to the beach there, but there's a lot of families about there, and I don't want to be filming families. I know I've said that a lot of times. You know, I don't want to be filming families. Let me see. Bottle Baby. Austin Powers movie did a good rollerball. Did he? Austin Powers. Do you know what? Do you know something? I like the Austin Powers movies. I like Liz Haley in them as well. Beautiful. I like the Austin Powers movies. They were very, very clever and they were quite funny. I must admit though that actor, that Michael Myers, I don't think he was up to it. I think that, you know, that required a better comedy actor. I just don't think he had the charisma to carry those movies. He's probably all right in Wayne's World, but I think he was out of his depth there. But Billy Bob, two-tier pricing is discrimination. UK Foreign Office must raise it with the Thai government. It needs pushing on the political front to make it permanent changes. Who's that? Cinema, Awesome Beach. David Coleman, I'd love to go to Vietnam, better deal. I heard the women of it, they are. Vietnamese women are beautiful. Vietnamese women are, oh, I've met some lovely Vietnamese women over the years. Been about 20 years going to Vietnam, and I've been there a lot of times. Oh, you know, Saigon, you know, Nha Trang years ago. Not so much now, but years ago. Oh, Vietnamese women are beautiful, lovely, and they're wonderful girls. They really, really are wonderful. Just watch you wallop with them, you know. Watch you wallop with all of them, you know. I remember thinking, I think it might have been the first time that I was in Vietnam. I just getting to know the place. I was in a bar in Saigon, and I went in there and I just sat down for a beer in this bar, and there was a couple of working girls towards the end, and they weren't young, they were like 30s, and there was a really glamorous girl behind the bar, but there was an altercation going on, and it was with a young chubby sort of Norwegian fella, and he was in the bar, and there was an altercation going on, and he was eyeing up these two girls, and he was whatever, and I just sat there with a beer, and I thought, what the hell's going on here? And apparently he'd been with one of these girls the previous night, and she robbed his wallet. And he was throwing he was slamming his drink down on the table, and he was mouthing off, loads of abuse towards her, and she was just like, the two girls, the two women, like, they were just like, go away eventually and all that. But I found I was in the middle of a serious, and then a couple of these women started, looking at me, smiling over at me, and I go, what the hell's going on here? And this Norwegian fella came up to me. He said, "You see those women there, mate? You can get your oats from. You can get your rumpy." He didn't obviously put it like that because he was Norwegian and they don't use phrases like that. He said you can get your rumpy pumpy from them, but they'll rob you. They robbed my wallet last night. Now, he didn't say how much was in his wallet, but these women, one of these women, he'd been with it the previous night, and she'd robbed his wallet. And he was very angry, and he'd come back to the bar, and he was kicking off. And I don't blame him for kicking off, I don't blame him. But the thing is, don't let them have the opportunity to do that in the first place. I mean, I've travelled for many, many years. I've never ever been robbed in my hotel room by what? Never. Simply because I'm clever enough not to give them the opportunity. Do not give you. Have your little system, okay? Have your little system. If you bring a bear back to your hotel room, right, what's going to happen? You got a little bit of money in your pocket there, okay, fine and dandy. Now, the rigmarole is that when you enter your hotel room with this woman, she may be a lovely woman, but always think to yourself, she will rob you if you give her the opportunity. So what do you do? Okay. Now the first thing that she will want to do maybe is go for a shower. Okay, she can go for the shower then. Fair enough. But while she's having a shower, that is when you act. That is when you unleash the padlocks of your suitcase. You open them and you put your valuables inside that suitcase and then lock it up again. You put it in a little plastic bag somewhere deep in your suitcase, right? Now, so when you come when she comes out of the shower, your valuables are safe there, okay, right? Now, you may think, so what? So what about when you go in the shower then? She's going to rob you then? No, she's not. Because your valuables are locked. She doesn't know where they are. They'll be easy for you to get to because you know where they are. You've got the little padlock keys on your suitcase. You know exactly what to look for. She doesn't know that, so she's not going to rob you. Okay? It's the simple things like that that will keep you safe. You know, I've never ever been robbed by a bird in my hotel room. This Norwegian lad, he'd been robbed, and he was, whoa, I don't know how much he'd been robbed by, but it was probably a lot of money. You know, it helps me a bit paranoid, okay? Let me see, where are we now? Okay, where are we? Let me see, let me see. Here we go. Martin Ryder, if I had a convex bed 100 degrees horizontal, 30 degrees vertical, I could see right into Eddie's 20-stone mouse bedroom. I'm absolutely big, okay? Benny Hill style, yeah. Cats and good coffee, nice to there for you, mate. David Coleman, remember I told you I almost got robbed in Guatemala when I went for my sandwich. Don't give them the opportunity. When I go for a dirty massage, right, if I've got any valuables, money, okay, I put them in my shorts. But when I go for the shower, my shorts come with me. Even if I know the girl, my shorts come with me. I've never ever been robbed. Never. 20 years, never been robbed. Okay, 20 odd, more than 20 years now, never been robbed. Take it. Okay, here we go, I'm live. Poppycorn, pinball, that's a great shout out. Pretty Patelis and Mamazan, yeah, absolutely. Dutch Ferran, go with shouting at the guys, don't shout alone to you, right? David Coleman, good advice. The Black Seas, that racist, they probably will be. Yeah, they probably have to change the bloody name before long. Probably have to call it the Black and White Sea. Eastern man, Bottle Baby, put a comment with the streams over. I learned that shows loads of the bars in the UK. Maybe if I did make the effort to go to Eastern, then it might be a surprise package. I don't know. Maybe next time. Mark Holliger is here. Good afternoon, Eddie. It's morning here. Okay, great to hear from you, Mark. Great to hear from you. It's morning. Have a great. You're in Minnesota, and well, if it's lovely weather there, then fine. It's nice weather there. Nice weather everywhere right now. So have a great day, mate. Nice to hear from you. Bottle Baby, Eastern man would appreciate. Thank you. Martin Ryder, good chips and a monger in chief. Thank you, mate. Cats and good coffee. As alternative to visiting Thailand, I am meeting Filipino ladies in my country. I'm basically a Filipino hunter. Good for you. Philippine women are beautiful, they are. Marmalade, what is it? Is that marmalade? Pick up with a credit card with burglary insurance helps too. Bottle baby, revenge, sex, air travel. Okay. Martin Ryder, Black Sea Lives Matter. Okay. Mark Alex, 7 a.m. I need more coffee. I like coffee. Where I'm staying now, there's no coffee making facility. Sorry, there's no kettle in the room. But if I go to the reception, there's a little coffee making machine where I can get, for 5 lei, I can get an Irish creamy coffee. It's not much, it's only a little one, but for 5 lei, that's probably less than a quid, or slightly less than a quid. So I usually tank up on about 3 of them. I can go without breakfast, but as long as I have coffee early in the day. Let me see. Lewis said always make sure she gives to reception. Lewis said always make sure she gives ID to reception. They always call when she leaves check. So, yeah, take your precautions and you won't get robbed. David Coleman, sorry, I just don't fancy the Filipino women. Okay. Who's that? Polo Gota. I like the way you do live stream, basically because you basically think out loud. Sounds very sincere. Thanks for that comment, mate. Thanks for that comment. Martin Ryder, half the nurses at my local hospital in Colchester are Filipino. They work bloody hard. They work bloody hard. A lot of the care homes, where I live in the southwest of England, you know, there's quite an elderly population. A lot of the care homes have Filipino workers. You know, I was kind of wondering how these people who end up, you know, in the care home at 90 years of age, they used to be dealing with, you know, Caucasians all their life, and they end up having their, you know, being washed down. That's a polite way of doing it by Filipino girls. Toby Price, Udon Airport was one of the bases for Air America during the Vietnam War. Really was it? Category cover, David Combs today. I met one who wants to go to the church with their family. Filipinos are nice people. They're nice people. David Coleman, the police shot live bullets at the Dutch farmers. It's terrible. Really? Is this something that's been in the news recently? I've missed it. I've been on for nearly 2 hours now. I'm going to pay me bill. I'm going to make tracks pretty soon. I'm going to go somewhere else. Somewhere where, you know, get some grub. Hopefully not the same place as last time. Let's try and be a little teensy-weensy bit more imaginative. Okay, can I pay my bill, please? Three payers. Okay, here we go. There you go, that's sensational. That's sensational, okay. Here we go. Oh, hang on, what have I done? Yeah, okay, whatever. Just, I can see much money there. Oh, well, let me see, where are we now? I'm going to see if I can go in search of something to eat. To eat, not to heat. David Coleman, the Filipinos are crazy religious. No, I wouldn't say. Not the ones that I know. The ones that I know are nice people. Gemini Star, the Royal London Hospital are full of Nigerian nurses. Well, the internet's full of Nigerians as well, but that's another story. I'll tell you about that sometime. Martin Ryder Miller has a 10-to-1 ratio of women to men due to the service culture. Martin Blunt, how far are you from Bucharest, Eddie? About 2.5 hours by train. That's it. Bucharest. I'm looking forward to seeing Bucharest again. Carl Foster, we lost Boris. Do you miss him? There you go. There's a nice Tipperary anyway. There you go. There's a nice. It's a long way from Tipperary. Okay. Probably didn't understand that, but a Tipperary, whatever. Thank you. This is a great bar. This is. If you come here to Mamia, come to this bar. These are great people, lovely people. Let me just say, 2 hours now. Well stayed too. It's lovely weather here in the UK. Active air, team bottles. A big glass of water. First thing in AM. Reduced risk of heart attack. Big time. I have a big bottle of water beside my bed. During the course of the night, I wake up, my throat's dry. So I drink some water right throughout the night. But the end result of that is that I pee a lot, you know what I mean, during the course of the night, which is not really the ideal thing when you're staying where I'm staying right now. The bathroom, I need to get an aeroplane from my room to the toilet. I need to get a jumbo jet. You know, that's how far away it is. Christ almighty. But I've got around that. I'll tell you about it later. Gemini Star, apple cider vinegar is first in the morning, works wonders. David Coleman, Filipino women are really smart with money. Yeah, their husbands. Okay, Gemini Star, Boohoo, Catsuo Coffee, Tipperary, Peter Stewart, Marco, look, so Eddie, have they asked you to serve as the next UK Prime Minister? Hey, Boris will soon have a lot of free time. They haven't actually asked me yet, but you know what? I must admit, I would like to see a Scouser Prime Minister. I really, really would. I'd love to see someone walking out of number 10, you know, in a black curly wig, a moustache and a shell suit. I really, that'd be, I'm your new Prime Minister. I'd love to see that. That would be funny. Will Britain ever elect a Scouser Prime Minister? There is one, there's Andy Burnham. I think he's the mayor of Manchester right now. He's a Scouser. Well, come on. I mean, if Manchester can have a Scouser as mayor of Manchester, then, you know, people can't be, you know, there can't be that much of a hatred towards Scouser. I'd like to see a Scouser Prime Minister. I mean, I really, really would. I mean, where I live in the southwest of England, they say they hate Scousers. But in a way, I know they love them because we give them something to talk about. They had nothing to talk about before we moved down to the southwest, you know what I mean? Scousers give the southern people something to talk about. They had nothing to talk about before that. But what am I talking about? I'd like to see it. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, you know, a Scouser Prime Minister, black curly wig, black moustache, nice shell suit, walking out of number 10 to the stands. Hi everyone, I'm your new Prime Minister. No, calm down. I'm your new Prime Minister. Calm down. Okay, right. I'd love to see that. Right. As he peered out the balcony on the Romanian city. I'll tell you all about it later. Get an empty bottle and used up. It's all confused in bottles. As he PM, yeah. Fish. Okay, Ed, loving it, Robert. Let me just say, I've got a little bit of I've had a little bit of a problem with this editing system, CapCut, because I the other day. I became aware that I need to have some stability. So I pressed a few buttons on my mobile phone. So I think the filming of any vlogs is going to be a bit more stable now. I'm using the Ultra Steady, but it doesn't really agree very well with the CapCut, you know, editing system. So I was going to put a video together today, but it took so long to actually for CapCut to compress this, and it's all a bit confusing. So I may just leave a lot of the videos until I get back to England in about 10 days time or whatever. Let's see, just for on. Carl Foster and Mickey Mouse as Prime Minister. Lewis C. I don't vote sorry, but Eddie will get my vote. I'd like to be the Prime Minister. Well, what I mean, geez, we had some bloody weird ones, haven't we? We had some strange bloody prime ministers. Boris, how the hell did he ever get there? Yogi Bear, how did you get around it? By turning your bottle water into a bottle of iron brew. 1 month ago, Eddie made a YouTube. 1 month ago, Eddie made a YouTube video about how great Boris Johnson was in the Steady Eddie channel. Did I really? I don't remember that. Gemini Star, Andy Burnham was too. I kind of like Andy Burnham. I mean, I think it would be a far better choice than that bloody Sakea Barney rubble of Labour. I think Andy Burnham, he's the mayor of Manchester now, and he seems to be doing well. But I think it would be a good choice for Labour leader. I think the public would like it. He did well. He came off well during the pandemic, during the lockdowns, Andy Burnham, simply because when everyone was being told to lock down, he was one of the ones who stood up and said, no, you've got to think of business people, working people. People have got to make a living. For Andy Burnham, John Mitt, nice to have you, John. More chance of an Indian or Pakistani Prime Minister of the UK than a Scouser. Yes, yeah, I think you're right there, mate. I'm not going to comment any further about that. Poppycon, William Gladstone was born in Liverpool, was a Prime Minister in the 80s. I didn't know that. I didn't know William Gladstone. Was he from Liverpool? Would be nice to see Eddie as UK Prime Minister, but with the ladies paying respect to him like this, with the Thai King and the... Okay. David Coleman, now everyone wants to know your parent night. Don't worry, all will be revealed. Lewis C. Johnson will go and live in America soon, get 1 million a speech like Blair did. Do you know what? I can't do an impression of Boris. I'll try to do it with Boris. I don't know how to do an impression of Boris, but he's a knobhead anyway. We all know he's a knobhead. I said, man, come on, you're all the piss bucket on the land of the Well, it's a very royal thing to say, isn't it? What did Fergie say some years ago when she was prepared to sell Andrew down the river to a newspaper? Wasn't she quoted as saying, I haven't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of? Probably God, I think there should be a national affronted party. Everyone today is affronted by everything and anyone. There would be a landslide. I must admit, I do like Nigel Farage. You know. Nigel Farage has never been an MP, a member of Parliament, because he's never won a seat. He was the leader of a political party called UKIP, and they were very, very instrumental in getting Brexit done and all this kind of stuff. But Brexit aside, I do like Nigel Farage now. I like him a lot more now because he is so outspoken, so articulate, and he's miles ahead of the other politicians. Even though he's never been an MP, he's miles ahead. I mean, Nigel Farage goes out and boats and reports on the dinghies and people coming here, and he's, you know, the way they're taking the piddle out of our system. Nigel Farage is miles ahead. I mean, I like Nigel Farage a lot more now, and I really, really would like to see him become Prime Minister. But in order for him to do that, he would have to join the Tory party. Let me see now, okay. Cats and Good Coffee. Lately, because of work, I can't attend Eddie's live streams and enjoy this beautiful community of mongers. Well, at least you're working and earning money, so it's, you know, and you're going to be spending it wisely when you get out there. Mark Aller, come now, that's an interesting thought. Cats and Good Coffee. Nick T, all right, Eddie. Nigel, Gemini Star, Nigel Farage has a huge ego. Yeah, he has a huge. They all have, mate. But the thing about Nigel Farage, he's got a really good claim. He was a financial, you know, don't forget what I forget what his real role was, but he claims to be the only politician around who's ever had a proper job. And I think he's miles ahead. I think he is one of those people. I watch his YouTube channel. He has a YouTube channel. And I always think that his opinions are far better than other people's. You know, I think, I don't know, he's miles better than the others. Yogi Bear, Boris will be starring in a new musical, The Liar King, with songs like The Circle of Lies or Can You Hear the Lies Tonight and The Liar Sleeps Tonight. Love it. Very, very nice. Well done. Boo-hoo, Nigel's in Fox News a lot. Smart fella. Martin Ryder, Nigel's unelectable. Yeah, because, well, maybe because he's not an MP and he never has been. He never has been, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he'd get my vote. If ever he found a way, he'd get my vote. Nick T, Enoch Powell would have had my vote for top job. Cool. Whitaker Winston, Eddie McPain, I agree on Farage.
Wow.
Toby Price, Nigel Farage voted for Bradford, did not say much about his German wife. David Coleman, I like Nigel Farage. I saw him out in a boat filming The Illegal Aliens. Yeah, and also he done a fascinating one about apart from being put up in bloody Hilton hotels, some of these illegal aliens were treated to, you know, a little bit of entertainment. They were given a tour of Anfield because, you know, these you know, people coming over these dinghies, some of them are fans of Liverpool Football Club. So as well as putting them up in a luxurious Hilton hotel, why not, you know, give them a little bit of a treat, like give them a guided tour around Anfield. Go and check out the video if you don't believe me. Go and check out Nigel Farage Anfield. Put that into you know, the search engine. And you'll see, it will horrify you. It will absolutely horrify you. Popcorn, Boris has an uncanny knack of falling upwards. Every job he loses leads to a better one. I expect him to lead England at the next World Cup in Qatar. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Martin Ryder, Nigel never went to university, had a real job before he went into politics. Okay. Acer man, Andy Bernbank covered up the green. Well, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. Gemini star, Night for Eyes will please Fox News. Who's that? Just for that. Cats and Good Coffee, right in the column on computing technology. Okay, let me see. TB News is a lot of smart people. I'm going to make tracks now, guys. I'm going to head somewhere else. We've been on for 2 hours and 13 minutes. It's going well. I paid me bill. Okay, it's time to hit the road. Okay, thanks, mate. Anyway, cheers. Okay, cheers. Thank you. Bye. Okay, it's been lovely being here. Okay, I hope you get lots of visitors here.
We expect tomorrow.
Well, I wouldn't actually say tomorrow, but you know, tomorrow is another day. Maybe next year, maybe. Okay. Okay, thank you. I love the beer anyway. Love the beer anyway. Cheers. Cheers. Thank you. Okay, guys. Now the screen's gone sort of blank. I can sort of see my face here. I'd say what I'm going to do. I'm going to get in the shade. I'm going to get in the shade here so I can point the camera towards the road. I'm going to get in the shade here so I can point the camera towards the road. I'm going to go walkies, okay? There you go. Okay, let me just see. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to go walkies now. We're going to go walkies back to the main road. Back to the main road to see if there's any bars or anything interesting there. I'll probably end up at the same. Probably end up at the same kebab house as I did last time. So there you go, guys. There is Mamia Beach anyway. I did, if you're new to the stream, I did have a walk along there earlier on. I did have a walk. I saw a couple of lovely, beautiful topless ladies, but unfortunately I couldn't point the camera at them, like, you know, they were for my eyes only. Sorry about that. I'd love to share them with you. But Jesus, look at this stretch of sand. It's massive. Oh, look at him go! Look at him go! Look at bloody Steve McQueen there. Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go. We're going this way. Going back to the road. There we go. This is a massive beach. It really, really is a massive beach. Hello. Hello. All right. Just look at it. Just look at the stretch. Jesus Christ. It's too wide. We're too far away from the road, really, isn't it? But they were a few nice bays. I really enjoyed that Bergen Bay or whatever it was called. Lovely stuff. Beautiful stuff. So if you just joined, this is Steady Eddie at Mamia Beach, Black Sea, Romania. It's Sunday afternoon. I've had a few beers and now I think it's time to go in search of something to eat. Okay, first of all, I'll get over in the shade here, see what the chat is all about. She's on a mobile phone there driving that. Okay, we're in the shade now anyway. So, let me see, what's the chat all about? Where's the chat gone? Still 140 people in the chat. Let me just get over there. Get over there a moment. Nice one, Eddie. Enjoy. Eddie's. Who's that? Martin Ryder. 13,000 dinghy divers so far this year. 5 million a day costing hotels while we have a homeless crisis. Bloody awful. I know, because we're a soft touch country. They know all the way. These people have the opportunity to stay in France. Yes, they can stay in France, but they don't want to stay in France or Germany because those countries are obviously not the soft touch the way that we are. Who's that? Someone said Lewis Eddie as PM would spend all his time bending Nadine Dorris over the table. Okay, not such a bad idea. Okay, nice one, Eddie. Enjoy. Let's see. Someone said Wimbledon allowed 1,500 illegals onto centre court the other day, which I could afford a ticket. Jesus Christ. She's tasty. She's tasty, isn't she? She's all right. Nice chick there. Nice chick. Who's that? I can't wait to travel. I want to do the Great Wall. Have you done? No, I've never done the Great Wall. I don't think that's for me somehow. I've done the Acropolis in Athens. I thought that was far more interesting. Who's this? Can't see the names again now because it's blocking out by the sun. Yes, PM for Nigel Farage. No to him joining the Conservatives. Nigel Farage no better, whatever. It's because of our political system. I mean, Nigel Farage, I think he'd make a great Prime Minister, a better one than any of the others around. But I don't think he'd become Prime Minister simply because of the way the political system works. Okay. Okay, sorry I caught the end of the live stream, Ed. Well, it's not over yet. There's a little teensy bit more. Okay. I'm going to walk up here. Apologies if I've skipped the chat anyway. I'm going to get up here to the main road and we're going to see what's happening. There's going to be something happening up here. So one thing about this area here, this Mamia, if you know, for the food and drink, you're spoiled for choice. You're absolutely spoiled for choice. You are really spoiled for choice, because there's so much in terms of food and drink. As soon as I step out of the hotel, there's restaurants and all kinds of stuff all around me. Now, what's that little place over there? I don't think I've seen that before. There's more. It looks like some nice restaurants that way. But anyway, here we go. Oh, here we go. So I'm going to walk back this way because there's some nice little restaurants going on down here. I'll have a little stop here in the chat, see what's happening. Yo! Who was that? Wayne Davidson, £20, super chat. Thank you, Wayne. Really appreciate that, mate. Really appreciate that. Very kind of you. Thank you, Wayne. What have we got here? I'm struggling to see the stream here. See, Mark Alec, loved your videos of the Acropolis. There's a story I'll share with you one of these days about that video. But yeah, I really enjoyed that you know, doing the Acropolis. One of those must-see places that, you know, I really enjoyed it. Funnily enough, with regards to Greece, you know, the viewing figures weren't fantastic for those that are done in Greece. But when I was in Thailand, funnily enough, you'd be surprised how many people that I met who said I liked your videos of Greece. So you know, you'd be surprised how many I met. But Europe's fantastic. Europe is amazing. I mean, most of the world's history originates from Europe, from the ancient Greeks to the Romans. I love all that kind of stuff. It doesn't always go down well on YouTube, but I love all that kind of stuff. Who's this? Who's this? Wayne Davidson. Hello, Eddie. Hope you're well. Pastor, I'm just home from Thailand. It was magic. Good for you, Wayne. Good for you, Wayne. Really good. It won't be long again before I'm in the land of smiles. I'm pretty sure. So I'm glad you had a good time, mate. Here we go. So you get an awful lot of these here. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around so you don't see my ugly face all the time. I'm going to walk towards some food. See where there's some food anyway. Okay, I'm going to walk the walk. I'm going to walk the walk and talk the talk. All the way to some food. This is a little bleak spot here, but if I go that way, there's tons of food knocking around. Well, there's a restaurant over there. What am I talking about? There's a restaurant over there. What is this all about? Come on, let's have a little sneaky look at this. I've said this before, by the way. I'll say it again. If you're ever in these parts here, always beware that these are psychopaths. I mean, an area like this gets very busy at night time, but these are psychopaths here, and some of these people will come whizzing up behind you, and it can be quite dangerous, really. It can be quite dangerous. What have we got here? What have we got here? program, okay? Let's have a see. Hello? Hello? What have we got? Have we got a menu?
Yes.
What is it? What is it here?
Fish, meat, pizza, salad.
Fish, meat, pizza salad and all this kind of stuff. Can I say, I'm doing a live stream. Can I do this live stream? If I want, okay. I'll just sit over there. I'll sit over there out of the way of everything and out of harm's way. Hey, how about this little chair here? Okay. Rather than walk all the way down there, I'll sit here. What have we got? So let me see. Oh my God! Can you make sense? My God! Can you make sense of any of that? Salted it with. Oh Jesus Christ! Isn't it? Oh my God! Jesus Christ Almighty! Can you make sense? It's all in Romanian. It's all in Romanian. I'm going to go back to the chat a momento. Okay, Eddie. Let's see. Keep it going, Eddie. Enjoy the stream. I'm on for almost 2.5 hours now. Oh, Sheila, why does he say yo? Does he think he's... Do I say that? Eddie, America. I wasn't even aware that I said that. Thailand, Ross. I was surprised when Eddie gave the son in a seal of approval. Wayne Davis, you're welcome, Eddie. Really enjoy your videos. Thanks, Wayne. I'm glad you had a great time in Thailand. Really am. Well, you know, maybe it's time for me to consider that place again pretty soon. Oh, Sheila, Russ looked okay to me. Feeling like Swan. Eddie, your live stream conflicts with Spanish siesta nap time. Yeah. Cats and no coffee. Laos, land of smiles. Sometimes the land of scams. David Coleman, Eddie, I'll be spending most of my time in London at the museums. I love history. Well, I love a bit of history as well. I love history. Unfortunately, it doesn't always go down well on YouTube channels. Maybe Peter and Bear really selling... Who's this? I am so really selling Romania to me. Good for you, mate. Eddie, go where the bit... Well, this... See, the thing is, where I am now, the life, you know, a few hundred metres down that way, is lots of restaurants and got the cable cars, and that's the area that I'm staying. But I seen this restaurant here, and I think, why the hell not? Why the hell not? David Martin, hi Eddie, hope you're enjoying it there. One of Western's super mayor's greatest is Richie Black, and he was great. Not necessarily the most likeable character, but an amazing guitarist. Absolutely amazing. Travis Davis, okay, enjoyed your videos of Angeli's years back. Always wonder what it's like compared to Battaglia. I spent time in Angeli's City a few years ago, and I liked it, and my videos done well. I made some really popular videos from there, but it's not as instantly likable as Battaglia. But having said that, it's well worth another visit. Yeah, Mark Alec, nice blue ashtray on the table. Yeah, very nice. I don't smoke. I've never smoked. Okay, Leeds, good afternoon, Eddie. Are you still enjoying Romania? Yes. Okay, let's see. Okay, do you have an English menu?
Yeah. No, we don't have an English menu. We can use translate.
What do you have here? What is nice here? What is nice?
What is nice? What do you want? Meat, salad?
Oh, it says a meat.
Meat. We have pig meat.
Pig? Pork, you mean pork?
Yeah, pork
Yeah.
chop. And we have chicken meat.
Where does the pork chop?
Here it is. This one.
That one. And what does that come with? Yeah,
It comes with fries and sauce.
Chef pork la grata, 250 gram 46 layer. Yeah, is that what it is? The top one, yeah.
Yep.
So that comes with pork chop with fries, yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
And sauce.
that sounds good to me. That sounds really great to me. And what kind of drinks do you have?
Drinks we have here. We have beer. We have cocktails. We have lemonade, cola, Sprite, Fanta. We have water.
Let me see. Let me see. Do you have glasses of wine?
Yeah, we have wine.
Where does your
white,
glasses?
here. We have rose wine, red wine, and white.
Yeah, yeah, really, rose wine. Let me see. Let me see. So beer.
These are the last ones.
That's those ones, okay. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll be a bit blasé. I'll be a bit over the top. Where does the white wine? Which one's the white one?
This is it. Well, Alb wine. Alb, white, rosé, and red.
Oh,
25 lays.
okay, super duper. Okay, give me a nice glass of white wine, please.
White.
Yeah, white wine, and also a white wine, and also the Chafer pork la gratta. Yes. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
That'll take
That's
me.
all. Can I take the menu?
Yeah, sure. That's done and dusted. Okay. Do you have a bathroom?
Yep.
Where's the?
Come with me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Come with me. I'll show you.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Let me just see. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Oh, there's a bit of what do we call it here? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do here. Okay. So, here we go, here we go. Look at this. I'm sitting as far away from that copyrighted music as possible. Look at this. A nice glass of white wine. Okay, nice glass of white wine. 25 lei, that's about, probably about £4.50, something like that. But looks nice anyway. Who's that? Hope you washed your hands on you. Of course I did. I'm very, very hygienic. Let me see, where am I? Hope you washed your hands on you. Eddie's old restaurant to himself. It looks nice, al fresco, you know, I'm sitting here. It's beautiful. It's beautiful and sunny here. It's lovely and sunny. I'm having wine. I'm having a pork chop with fries. Life isn't all bad. This nice gentleman here is putting a nice umbrella over my head. He's really cool. He's really cool. Okay. Al fresco. Let's explore Bangkok. Too posh that place for me. Well, it was convenient. It seems reasonably enough. I mean, if I have 2 glasses of wine and the pork chops with fries, I think it's going to be about 100 lei, which is about 17 quid in English money, which is not cheap, but yeah, it's expensive. I don't know, 25. What is that? What is that? What is that? That's about. It's about £4.50 for a glass of wine. That's similar to English prices. Lovely, nice, tasty. Okay. Go on. How can you not love Steady Eddie? Let's explore Bangkok. Let's explore the one. Nice to see you back. Yeah, Yogi Bear. Nice to see you back, fella, after shaking hands with the unemployed. Okay, thank you. It's okay. It's Sunday afternoon. Let's hope that I'm bringing a ray of sunshine into your home. Although, right now, I think whether you're in Britain or America, I think it's pretty sunny wherever you are. Cats and good coffee. Waiting with gloves, is it really necessary? Mark Olive, life is good. It could be worse, mate. It could be worse. I've been out travelling around a Black Sea, coast resort here. Oh my God, that was quick.
Yep.
That was quick. That was quick. Oh my God. And here it is. Fries with pork. Oh, that looks like, I'll tell you what, that looks like a bloody wholesome meal, and also sauce, garlic sauce or whatever the hell it is. That looks so wholesome. That looks absolutely wholesome. Come on, let's bungle a nice little teensy weensy bit of salt on there. Yes. Okay. Oh. There you go. Nice teensy weensy bit of salt on there. Okay. Nice bit of pepper on there. Oh. Well, one thing about Romania I've noticed, they don't bung in loads of vegetables like they do in other countries. You know, I mean, you have to pay extra for vegetables. And that's someone who, thinks that vegetables are very, very good for you, but I never get around to eating them, Anyway, here we go, here we go. Got a knife. What should we call it? Let's put that in there, make sure that's nice and secure. And what else can I say? I've got a sneaky, sneaky feeling that I'm going to enjoy this. Okay? Oh, glance at it once again. Doesn't that look good and wholesome? Let's have a look at the chat. Mark Ollick, bring us some fresh wine, quote from Steve Martin movie. Which was that? Was that Dirty Rotten Scoundrels? I love that movie. Okay, here we go. Tasty. Tasty stuff. And a lot of them don't have bread. I was in a restaurant last week when they put bread in, inclusive, without asking for it, but the bread was a little bit stale. They don't seem to do bread very well here. Nice. Lovely fries. In case you just joined us, it's Steady Eddie here, international traveller at the Black Sea coast in Romania, having white wine and pork with fries. Lovely stuff. Come on, life isn't all bad. That sauce is actually very, very nice. Lovely. Let's see. Gemini starts quick, Eddie, because the restaurant's empty. I'm always suspicious about that when you deliver your meal too quickly. Is it like one that's been under the counter for a while? Here's one that I made earlier. I was calling them Blue Peter meals. Here's one I made earlier. Let me see now. Exactly, Gemini. Let's explore Bangkok. I hope that shot cute. Well, it looks cute. Looks like it's been knocking around for a fair bit. Okay. Anyway, let's just have a little look. It's very tasty. Very tasty. Lovely stuff. Like it. Lovely stuff. Nice. Rant and Rage, I don't think that was a pork chop unless they think you can't cut it yourself. Yogi Bear, enjoy your food, Ed. Cats and good coffee, the heat wave is killing me. Next week, 40% madness. Is this in the UK? Is this really in the UK? I'm glad I'm here. Who's that? Get a red wine, Ed. I'm kind of like it. Who's that? David Coleman, geez, that is way too much for a little glass of wine. What a rip-off. Well, it's about £4.50 in English money. You would probably pay that for in a bar in England. So here it probably is a little bit expensive. Oh. Ian Connell, nice to hear from you. El Terrifico, time for the JD and Coke. Not really for me, mate. Not really for me. Is that eating donkey in Romania? I'm not donkey. Oh, I like donkeys. I couldn't eat a donkey. Donkeys are lovely. Cats and good coffee, microwavable meals, only have 2 minutes to prepare. No, that pork's been done in an oven. It's probably
all right.
It's going down very, very nice. It's lovely. It's very, very crispy and very tasty. Okay. Okay, thank you. Poppycorn, do you think you will ever... Do you think to yourself, where did it all go wrong? Well, enjoying yourself in your travels. Well, yeah, it probably did go wrong. You know, I could be at home with my 20-stone wife. Okay. Mark Hanley, Boris was a proper knobhead. Absolutely. Who's that? Ranray, put the toilet roll in the freezer, ready for tomorrow. You know what? I've never ever thought about doing that before. David Eisenberg, you thought, I think Eddie said later he's going back to Thailand. Well, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. Don't be surprised if I announce I booked a flight to Thailand. Don't be surprised. What's going on there right now? I was in touch with some people yesterday who said that the go-go bars in Pattaya are all in full swing once again, and they're staying open into the early hours of the morning, and the girls are dancing naked and all their funky stuff and all that kind of stuff, and I think, wow, that's probably not a bad place to be. Okay, this is going down well. This is going down well. 2 hours 48 minutes into the chat, so we're coming up to 3 hours now, which isn't bad for a Sunday. Okay, it's been all right. So pretty soon I'm gonna end this anyway. Call this a day. I'm gonna go on for my afternoon sleep. It's been great having you guys in the chat. I think the camera work, it's been a little bit better than this one, simply because I didn't press the wrong buttons and it went black and white and all that kind of stuff. So I'll stay a little bit longer. And once again, thank you to all you guys for appearing in the chat today. It's really good. Cheers. Let's explore Bangkok. I'm not going straight to Thailand. I'm going to Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, and some other places. Okay. Wayne Davidson went to Krabi Head. Have you been? It's really beautiful. Where to look. I have been to Krabi. I went there about 20 years ago when I was in Phuket and I'd done a tour of Krabi. And I went to some of those wonderful rock formations, James Bond Island, all that kind of stuff. But then I stayed there many years later, and it seemed a little bit more, you know, not my kind of place, more of a family-orientated place. But yeah, Krabi is beautiful. There's lots of beautiful places in Krabi, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Oh, lovely. So how is this pork? Very crispy. Lovely stuff. Pork's beautiful. Lovely stuff. Mmm. Who's that? Wayne Davidson? Yes, that's correct about Pattaya. It's back big time. That's good. And that's what I like to hear. Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, I suffered Pattaya when it was, you know, it was on a little bit of a downward spiral earlier this year, and things were rough. They not really seemed to be going right. But if it's back big time, I want to see it again. I want to see Pattaya back in full swing, full frontal, no holes barred, rough and ready, rumpy pumpy, dirty stuff, dirty massages and all the rest of it. I want to see it again. Lovely stuff. David Coleman, if hotel room prices go up in Thailand, it's the end. Well, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. But like I said before, I mean, the bargain, very, very reasonable price of accommodation in Thailand is one of the things which makes it really, really affordable and great value. If they lose that, then they've lost a lot. Okay, Yogi Bear. The simple answer is don't book a hotel. I book an apartment for a month, 10,000. I think, you know, I'm thinking along those lines. I'm thinking along those lines because now, as I'm getting older, I like more pedestrian travel. What I mean is doing travel at a slower pace and staying in a place for longer. So I don't think I've ever actually booked for a whole month a condo in Pattaya. But, you know, it could be the way forward. Got to start thinking about that. Lovely, lovely. Okay, no one's got... Sean Turnbull, no one's got any money these days. With the rising cost of living. Nick Flaherty, 17 quid being done. That's a 2 glass of wine. I've only had one yet. Oh, love, that's nice. It's a nice wine, though. It's a nice wine. Sandra Taylor, I saw the YouTube video of Pattaya last night. Soy pothole, nearly every bar, all the girls lined up outside. Not many tourists. But maybe that's because this is low season. It's not because Pattaya is on a decline or because of the pandemic. This is the month of July. This is low season, rainy season in Thailand, and this is the time of year when you wouldn't get many tourists anyway. Oh, chill, I've done for years. I've driven. I just mail me sort all that and pay so we can't change their mind when I turn up. Okay.
One more.
Can I have it? What kind of beer have you got?
We got beer in a bottle and draft.
What kind of draft?
Ursus.
What is it?
That's the name of the beer. It's blonde.
Oh yeah, one of those. Yeah,
Light.
Yeah, nice. One of those. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. No, I would have ordered another white wine, but you're right. 25 lei, which is about 4.5 quid, is a little bit exorbitant for a little glass of white wine. So I'm back on the beer anyway. Yeah, man. Very good stuff. Just show you how far I've got with this dinner. This is lovely, lovely stuff. Ernest Connell, I wouldn't bet on full swing Pattaya happening this year. Well, we don't know yet because the peak season doesn't start until November or late November. I think it will. I think it all depends on the pandemic being a thing of the past. You know, if that's a thing of the past, I think Pattaya will be Well, yeah, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. I really, really will. Really will. It would be nice to see if it was back into full swing and like the old days. It would be good. Okay, you still got the problem of expensive price, flights and other things. But let's just hope for the best. Let's hope it's back in full swing later this year. Lovely stuff. Here we go, I'm having a beer here now. Thank you, my friend, thank you.
You're welcome.
Cats and good coffee. I need a nap. I'm an old man having a good Sunday, gentlemen. Good and fun stream as always, Eddie. Nice to see you enjoying it, mate. Okay, thank you for tuning in anyway, mate. Thank you. You're always welcome. Here's an interesting question. Somebody said, Patriot One said, sorry if it ain't with my mouth full, but I'm not going to tell you. Will you visit Chinoophil or Koh Rong in your next trip to Cambodia? I would hope so. Let's get to Cambodia first of all, see what happens. I really, 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 really do want to see Cambodia because it's been 3 years since I've been there. I really want to see Cambodia again. Nick Flaherty, not for some. Uncle, nice to hear from you, mate. Nice to hear from you. David, I heard that they're going to start direct flights from Canada to Thailand. I'm not sure which airline. John 555, hello Ed and chat. Hello John, how's it going? Have you just joined in? I'm in Romania, the Black Sea coast, Mamia. I've had a walk down the beach. I'm having beer, wine, and pork with fries. Life ain't all bad. Michael Lee, Eddie, do you have any tattoos? No. I've never seen a point of them. I mean, I'm so hairy. I mean, I'm hairy all over my body. I take this shit. I'm like a bloody gorilla if I take this off. I mean, you wouldn't. It'd be more important for me to get rid of all the body hair before I think about tattoos. Never had them. Let me see. So we're coming to 3 hours now, which I think is about long enough anyway. I'm gonna end the chat here now anyway. So the cost of this meal, I know I said 100 lei, but I don't think it is. It's about 50 lei for the whatchamacallit. It's about, was that 60? Oh, something like that anyway. It's about something like that. I have one glass of wine. I'm having one beer. Tasty stuff. Uncle, I'm back again for Thailand in a couple more weeks. Well, you've obviously found a way to have a bloody good time there, mate. Good for you. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Paul Matalo is that Eddie, cheapest flight to Philippines for end this month, the round trip is 3,800 quid. That's bloody awful. That is enough to put it. No, that's terrible. That's bloody awful. You wouldn't expect to pay that for business class. That's bloody awful, that. Gemini Star, no veggies. No, they don't serve the veggies with the meals here. I've noticed that. Steve Taylor, Eddie tried Kazakhstan, Almaty and Astana. Brilliant, really. Sounds interesting. I'd need to research that. Don't know what I could do there. Coast, taxing, coast, overpaying a country with little coast. Tulip, Ernest, are there any swinger clubs in Pattaya? I would say, who needs bloody swingers when you're in Pattaya? There's enough women all over the place. You don't need swingers. Wayne Davidson, I'm going back November too, and I agree with you, Eddie, it'll be busy again for sure. I think it will, Wayne. I think it will. Seriously, I really, really think it will be busy. Providing the Antarctica is a thing, providing we don't get, you know, another variant, you know, the cabbage variant or the tomato and parsnip variant, providing we don't get another variant. I mean, people have had enough of all that. Small people will probably have money in their pockets now simply because they've been deprived of their holidays in the last couple of years. And I think this peak season, you know, towards the end of the year, I think it'll be a good one. I really, really think it'll be a good one. Pinball, men's final at Wimbledon starting soon. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Who's that? Sniper, dude. Just saw the YouTube video about Gentleman's Club, Camel Toe. Have anyone been there? Not beyond me, that one. Camel Toe. What a vulgar name for the club. Okay, so we've gone over 3 hours now. Yogi Bear, people plan ahead. The sooner you book, the cheaper it is. I got Manchester to Manila, 23rd of September for £712 return, but booked it 3 months ago. Now it's double that. That is sound advice, yeah. It seems to me, it does seem to me, more than ever before, that if you book things well in advance, then you will get a better value. The problem about booking well in advance is that you never know what's going to happen in the future. That's the problem. Who's that? Saxon, Harry Edwards win. Oh, chill. Eddie, you look 10 years younger, clean shaven. I never got my own private bathroom here. Tasty chicks there. Let's see, on call. Thanks for sharing, Eddie. Always appreciate your travel blogs wherever you go. Love my Timothy. Taxi. Marty C. Good chips there, man. Not as good as Soul's Chippy and Dovecote. The char side cottage is to die for. Okay. Tasty. Lovely tasty. Oh. Tasty stuff. What's happening with Gary? Thanks, Ed. It's been another good live stream. Thank you. Thank you anyway. Thank you for that. David Coleman, the console rental price in Jump TM look like the best deal ever. Okay, Jump TM, you know, I've been to Jump TM for about an hour at a time, so many times, but I've never really sussed that place out. Yogi Bear, great stream, Ed. Thanks for the Sunday entertainment. And go sit down in the sun now. Thanks for that. Okay, cheers. Have a lovely day, mates, anyway. Michael Lee, Eddie tattoos hurt, mate. You should commemorate your travels. Well, yeah, that maybe, you know, I'll tell you what, if I was going to have tattoos, I'd rather have tattoos about places that I've been rather than women that I've shagged. Because, you know, the worst thing you can do is have, you know, the names of women on your as tattoos, because you know, it'll come back to haunt you really when you get a future girlfriend. David Coleman, most people have one glass of wine or one beer. Not Eddie, he's full on, absolutely. Paul Oscar, are you trying to lose weight, Ed? Aren't you? Not going very far. David Heisenberg, look-alike. I was thinking of getting a pair of eyes tattooed on the back of my head, but my bald head had been a ring of a Heisenberg from Breaking Bad. At least I could see what was going on behind me back. Good idea, mate. Listen, I'm going to wrap this one up now anyway. Okay, I'm going to wrap this one up now anyway. Listen, guys, it's gone over 3 hours, okay? It's gone over 3 hours. I really, really appreciate you tuning in today. I do these live streams thinking, oh, I'll do this for an hour, but it goes on for maybe 3 hours, simply because you are such fantastic company. You're such a great bunch of guys out there, and I really, really do thank you for your support, okay? Listen, I'm going to finish off the rest of this grub now. Not everybody likes seeing me eat, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to see me eat. But listen, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day, a great evening. A big thanks to Wayne and all those others who've given it, and Michael Lee and the others who've given the super chats. I really, really do appreciate that. I'd love to have shown you more of the beach, but as you understand, you know, I've got to be wary with my camera, not to offend anybody. Listen, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day, a great evening, whatever you're doing, and I'll be back very, very soon. All the best, guys. Cheers.